We're live. Not really doing much, man. Just got out of the library. As you can tell, I'm still out. I'm outside. Yep. Watch some movies. Q&A. Pretty decent. Not some woke garbage. Got nothing really to say. I'm gonna wait until you guys kind of fill up the comment section. I know it's preamp 2, but hey, no time like the present, right? Oh yeah. Of course, contemplate as usual. What am I gonna do? Because I'm gonna get on the bus. I'm gonna get some grub in my tummy. And then I'm gonna go to sleep and do it all over again. Groundhog's Day, right? We got one person in the chat. What's going on? Kind of waiting for you guys to say something. This is a little bit of a time burner, little connection, interaction with you guys. I'm just chilling outside the library, man. Ain't got nothing better to do. It's a copium world. Cope you can. Oh, I got more people in here. Like I said, I got nothing really to say. Just kind of giving you guys a chance to connect. Be on here for like a half hour or so. Catch the transit, get some grub, and go to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. Same bullshit routine. Am I gonna get tired of this one of these days and just start a walking? Probably. It's getting real close, guys. Getting real tuckered out. Real sick of this shit. Well, got 7 people now. Woo! What's going on? You gotta say. Just chilling outside the library. Oh yeah. Yep, every single day I come here. I go in the library, wet my hair, comb it a little bit so I don't look disheveled. Of course, I don't have the time to shave because I don't give a fuck anymore. You know, maybe I'll read a book. Mostly been watching movies, been playing some games here and there. Not really doing a whole lot. Copes are slim pickings these days. People keep telling me, get a job, man. Holy fuck, how can you still be saying shit like that? Goddamn, you gotta be a real retard. You say that shit again, you get blocked from the channel. A lot of you already have been blocked. I'm not playing around, dude. I'm not fucking playing around. I moderate this channel heavy as fuck because I'm not gonna listen to retards. What book should I read? Brain Dead 11, that makes sense. Brain Dead comment right there. What books you want to read? How about that? How about you do what you want? I'm not here to guide anybody. Obviously, I can't even do anything for my own life. My own life is in complete shambles. I got no direction, otherwise I wouldn't be talking the way I do. Did I buy my bike yet? No, I did not. I had a bike. I got rid of it so I could drive down here, lose dead weight. It's better that way, man. It's easier to walk around with a bag than it is to try to lock your bike up and then hide bags anyways. Hello, Mr. Parabolic. I went to class today and did some coding. There you go, man. Well, good luck with getting 20 bucks an hour when you get out. Your degree's pretty much worthless. How you settling in Cali? I don't know. How about you watch the videos? How about that? Are you a fag too? Was that a profile picture? You some panties on your person? Whatever. Yeah, man. Cope while you can. Cope while you can. Copes, I've done them all, dude. I've done all the copes known to man. Why do you think I'm considering walking? Walking aimlessly, finding a high ledge. That's the goal. We're hoping to find a very high ledge and either do the castaway method or I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie. It's with Robin Williams. He's like that clown. He's doing the doctor gig. Fuck, what the hell's it called? Patch Adams, yeah, when his girl gets killed or whatever, he's sitting over the ledge and he's gonna do the silly salmon. That might come to that too, man. What's up, man? You know, just another day in the same old miserable routine. it's predictable. Kant said, Immanuel Kant, at the end of his life when he was questioned, how was life? He said it was all right. It was okay. Not too good, not too bad. It was like the Three Bears or whatever. One's too hot, one's too cold, and the other one's just right. Lukewarm. That's how his life was. He's like, it was just right. It was meh. It was blah. That's the best you can hope for in this world, man. That's why I made that video about asceticism, and I've talked about it now in the last one, because it's like that's the best on offer. Is you can have a life where there's not really any drama, you're not really suffering too bad, but you're not going to have any like great feeling, you're not going to be doing anything amazing, you're not going to have anything to really look forward to, you're not going to be a part of anything bigger than yourself. It's just going to be kind of like meh. It's the best you can hope for. You guys think I'm fucking joking with this black pill shit, man. You really do. You really do. You think this is like some big old fucking joke. Just you wait, man. Just you wait until the first time you're homeless. Just you wait. You see how established your mind is. How settled you can get into a routine, if you can get settled at all. Gig economy much? Gig economy, nah. Because unfortunately the beast system is here, man. It's completely automatized. They want you to have an address, and they're gonna confirm that address. They want you to wear certain clothes. Oh yeah, man. They're giving you a dress code. Gotta wear certain shoes, and they're not paying you much, man. It's like a couple hours here and there. They'll pay you maybe like 35 beans, and be honest with you, man, what's that gonna do for me? I got the food stamps. I'm good on food. I'm good on like water. I'm good on clothing. I'm good on shoes. I just fixed mine up. Unless I had an actual place, right, to rest my head, what do I care about video games? What do I care about electronics? What do I care about, getting, I don't know, a bed or getting like a bookshelf or something like that? You know what I mean? Like the materialism is not even a factor. It doesn't even come into the equation. No, man, the gig economy's not here. And I tried woofing. I'm actually asking for a refund. Here's why. It's $40, a little bit more than the 30 I thought initially, but they also want you to have insurance. Now you can get insurance through them for $75, which, I could do, but the only problem is you're only guaranteed a couple days to a month. Okay? And I looked at all the people that are hosting. Oof. A lot of women, a lot of PC woke out here, and I don't have really the funds to be hitching Amtrak or a bus to another state and trying it elsewhere. It doesn't look very good when you're a single guy and you don't have an address that they can prove, and you don't have really like a sound story or a family or like a real reason as to why you're doing something. It's going to be pretty tough. Survival. Yeah, that's what it is, man. And it's how do you want to survive? You want to leech max as I've been doing? Do you want to try to, go to your local woods? Do you want to try to into the wild? I mean, come on, dude. What, you want to read some books on foraging? Is that what you want to do? Huh? You want an emaciation max? Huh? You want a Somalia max? Buddha max? Get fucking thin, your ribs showing, maybe you ingest something that ain't gonna sit right with you and you get a little sick, huh? Want to deal with the harshness of the elements? You want to be out in the rain? You want to be out in the heat? You want to deal with bugs? Is that what you want to do? I did that for a time. It sucks. Thank goodness I had some mosquito netting, but once it gets humid, whoo, it don't matter. It don't matter, man. You're gonna be cooking. You're gonna be boiling alive. It's no life. And why do you think I'm not up in New York right now? Because it's too cold. Look at what I escaped just in the nick of time. You are better than me, though. I have a big aftha, suffering the life. I don't even know aftha. Dude, you're gonna suffer regardless. I just couldn't deal with wage slavery. I couldn't do it. There's something in my psyche where I cannot take orders from inferiors. I cannot take orders from someone who cannot think 10 steps further ahead than me, who's not more competent than me. If I gotta tell people how to do their job and I just started, I'm not going to last very long. And unfortunately, those jobs, unless you are nepotistically favored, okay, you're able to toe the company line and you're a good little goy, ain't any jobs that are worth doing right now, man. And again, you're going to be going on Craigslist. You're going to be Craigslist maxing and trying to get a room. And the last time I got a room, it was with some old bitch, and she basically was calling this guy and letting him know that, oh yeah, there's a young guy staying with me. And then the guy was on the phone, and he's telling her, oh, make sure to get some pepper spray. And then she's looking right at me as she's saying, oh yeah, you know, I might have to get some pepper spray. What do you think about that? I'm like, for what? I literally just sit in the room. Holy crap, I'm gonna get pepper sprayed by an old lady. So you gotta look forward to on Craigslist. I mean, the best room I rented was out in North Carolina with some guy from the Marines, where he got that grant, he bought a house, and he was renting every bedroom out. But he wanted me to sign a lease after a month. He was going to up the rent, and the job I was doing was only offering me 3 days a week, so it was going to be like just scraping by. And who wants to live like that, man? If I'm going to work and I'm going to, you know, submit to Zog, you think I'm going to want to scrape by instead of just living off the system as I'm doing now? Fuck no. At least you got away from the rainbow slaver. Absolutely. That chronicle was something I never thought would happen. I mean, we had the 1,000-yard stare every single day when I had to hear some effeminate voice calling to my room that was locked every single day. Hey, are you awake yet? Oh my gosh, never in my life. Never in my life. And again, I initially did it because I'm like, okay, yeah, this is an old guy. Yeah, sure, he's gay, but he would never do anything. And he didn't. But instead, he would just speak his faggotry every single day. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm just sitting here like, a lot of you guys said he might pipe me. He was right. Why do you think I locked that bedroom door? It was possible. Possible that he was going to drug me and pipe me. I had to get out of there. It's going to snow where I live. It's going to be so comfy. All right, yeah, enjoy your home, dude. You cut your own hair. Night mood suits your tone better. No, I don't cut my own hair. This is, the hair's just growing out from the last haircut I have had. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just keep growing the hair out. Maybe we'll go mullet max. I don't know yet. Do the old slick back. You, yeah, dude, I mean, I've literally in the past year now 2 years, I've experienced every form of homelessness you can think of. I've been outside. I've tent maxed. I've lived out of a car. I've done it in all the elements. I'm here to tell you from first-hand experience, no matter what you do, it's gonna suck. It's gonna fucking blow. And I gotta get up at 6:30 every single morning and pack my shit up because I got local municipalities, you know, hounding me. It's a little bit loud, but whatever. Looking at rooms to rent that say $100 to be somebody's roommate. Yeah, and good luck trying to tell them to be quiet. People have no respect, dude. No freaking respect. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to give you an attitude. They're going to try to get up in your face. And it's going to be up to you to diffuse the situation. And you're going to have to do that many times every single day. And yeah, good luck having a nice, clean atmosphere unless your roommate is, you know, also of the same temperament. Every roommate I had that was around my age, slobs. Every last one of them were slobs. The bathroom is disgusting. The kitchen disgusting. They don't take out the trash, let it pile up. The whole place smells. I don't know if they're nose blind or whatnot. The room smells like dingy, dirty laundry. Smells like crotch. Fucking underwear all over the place. I mean, I don't live like that, dude. Even as a bum. I have 2 bags and they're perfectly clean and organized. I'm clean and organized. My other bag is clean and organized. Every single area that I go to when I set up camp, everything's stowed within my tent. I pack it all up. There's no trash anywhere, and I leave. You never even know I was there, man. I had to tell this one security guard the other day. He's like, "Listen, man, how about you stop the real problems, the vagrants, the degenerates, not me. I'm a higher class. I don't know what the fuck you're going on about. Looking at me the way I look and how I'm carrying myself and how I'm talking to you, and you think that I'm one of them." Oh, you're racist, you're classist. No, I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist in every sense of the word. Fuck me, dude. Stealth camping. Yeah, man, stealth camping. I won't be in the city. You won't catch me in the city. I come here just to do my thing, right? To charge my devices, to read some books, to do a bit of shopping, and then I take that transit and I book it right on back to the ocean, to where the trees are. And yeah, I tuck myself away from the general populace. So yeah, I mean, other than like advice or anything else, like, what you guys got? Like, any questions you want to ask me? You know, any predictions for the future? Any, I don't know, I'll be honest with you guys. I really probably very soon I'll be considering just leaving. Just walking either up towards Arizona or down towards San Diego or San Juan. Something to do. Something to do. A lot of little cities along the way that I could, you know, restock on food. Maybe I will. I'll become an ascetic because I'll be forced to. I'll have my little nuts and my peanuts, my cashews, my dried fruits, and then some rice, and I'll be cooking stuff on a fire, getting some water where I can, and yeah, walking, you know, 30, 40 miles every single day to my next destination. Come to Oregon. Come to Oregon. Get the fuck on, man. What, Portland? Where they're really cracking down on stuff like this? Come on, dude. Love it, man. Love that suggestion, Portland. Phoenix sounds awful. I would avoid it. Yeah, no, I was thinking more so like, what was it? Oh, God, I'm so bad with names, man, on the fly. I'm so awful with that. Jeez. It's somewhere in Arizona. It's not Phoenix. It's, God, I don't know. I can't think of it. But people have told me to go there because they've got like a nice little like settlement or whatever. No Bend, Portland. So, yeah, exactly. Portland just blows. Phoenix sounds awful. Yeah, no, I don't want to go to a concrete jungle, man. I just kind of want to be like in a small town where they've got like a lot of woods nearby, and I can kind of do what I was doing when I was up in New York, but this time not be like so paranoid and deranged. Like, I was watching a lot of, you know, WD's Western Declines videos, and I got like super paranoid that I was getting gang stalked and all this other kind of stuff, and I probably was to an extent, but not to the extent that I thought, where I'm like looking like freaky, you know, staring everyone down, thinking that they're all like watching me and whatnot. It's pretty bad. I was paranoia max to the gills. Flyover state max. Yeah, man, I just want to just like try hitchhiking. I want to try that and see. Like, people have told me, hey, you know, if you're really sober and you're clean cut and put together and articulate and willing to work, like, there's no way you can stay homeless forever. I guess we'll find out now, won't we? It better not be another fag that's gonna try to pick me up. What the fuck? Never again, man. Never again. Even though that's probably what I'm gonna be experiencing more of than anything else. I mean, those two homeless guys that followed me after I freaked out on that security guard, they were both gay. I didn't do anything, but like, yeah, they were very open and honest about it. Oh, yeah, you know, one guy even told me, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest about it. I have HIV. I'm like, why are you telling me this? What the fuck, dude? Yeah, literally. I mean, at that point, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely some things I gotta be worried about if I'm gonna do the old hitchhiking route. I mean, I don't really take too seriously the whole serial killers out on the road thing, but I do take seriously the groomers on the road. Groomers on the road is definitely something I gotta be worried about. You know, people want to tell me, oh man, you're not that good looking, dude. You're not that attractive. Well, unfortunately, society and the public at large would have to say otherwise. And my experience from people in my life would have to say otherwise. I don't think I'm anything special, man. I look in the mirror and I think I'm an ugly fuck, but whatever. Would you ever live in a commune I would, as long as I'm not going to be expected to, be hyper religious. That one Bible study that I was a part of, where I was staying in that little dilapidated shack across the street, it was basically turning into a commune. Same with the last place I escaped by bike. He was basically trying to build like a commune type community for Christian families. It just never got off the ground. And I was interested in that, not because I necessarily follow Christianity all that seriously, but because I think that those are some morals and ethics are good to live by, and I would rather be around people that are morally and ethically of mind than those that aren't. I mean, I don't want to be around drunkards. I don't want to be around drug addicts. I don't want to be around violent, nasty, volatile people. I mean, that's more so why I'm such a disagreeable person, because especially in Christian circles, these people are so self-righteous. They can't even humble themselves and admit that they have faults. Like, I'll sit there and I'll be like, yeah, dude, I like swear and I slop max, and I had a really bad background, and I judge people pretty harshly and all this other kind of stuff. Like, I'm open and honest about that, and instead of other people doing the same, everyone now targets me. Oh yeah, look at him, don't look at us, no, I'm perfect, there's nothing wrong with me, look at him though. And then they start the rumor mill, and all of a sudden I find myself on the outskirts looking in. Oh wow, why do these people treat me differently? Why do they look at me differently? Oh wow, holy fuck, the rumor mill, the gossip mill, bunch of gossip mongers around here, when all I was doing is just trying to be authentic and transparent like I do on this channel. Get out of Cali, man. Dude, I know it was a mistake, but it was the only option I had to get out from underneath that gay dude. I had literally no other option. I had no ability and no direction, and it was a great help to my friend, because he wouldn't have been able to get down here without my assistance, financially, emotionally, and like mentally as a friend. I haven't even been able to get in contact with him. I don't want to re-up my phone plan, because for whatever reason they're going to double charge me, and they won't let me change my phone plan until I pay last month's bill, which is retarded, because I thought you pay up front. So if I don't pay for the next billing installment, how is that going to be charged against me? But I guess that's how Verizon does it. That, yeah, I didn't use my phone plan last month and I didn't pay for it, but somehow I'm still expected to pay for it, so I can then change my phone plan to a reduced rate and use it. So I'm looking at dumping at least $75 just so I can make a phone call to my bud. It's stupid. And you can't use Wi-Fi calling for anything other than 911 or emergency, so I got really no ability. Bible isn't a moral book. Read it. I have read it, man. I've actually studied it greatly. I'm not saying it's a moral book. I'm just saying that Christians, Christ-tards, okay, churchianity-tards, they espouse being moral and righteous. Anyone else thinking about Cali, calling it at 40? Dude, I think life starts at 40. So I don't know if you're. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you're 40 and you didn't make good connections and your life still hasn't taken off, yeah, probably call it. Please don't rope your talent. Dude, it doesn't mean anything, dude. If things don't change in the next year or two, this talent is all going to waste. Dude, I can build a house from the ground up. I went to school. I worked as a mason. I worked as a framing carpenter. I did finish carpentry. I did remodeling. I did plumbing, electrical. I learned how to do roofing for a year. I went through and apprenticed for all this stuff just to come out and only get paid $25 an hour and not get consistent work and be under people that can't even plan a month or two ahead for the guy that they're working with, the guy that they've hired on. Dude, I'm telling you, in the wintertime, I would go 3 months without work. What do you do with that? It was relentless. And the union fucked me, man. The union fucked me so bad. I should have been starting out as a third-year apprentice, getting paid upwards of $22 an hour. I would have done my year of time to become a fourth year. Then I would have journeymaned after 3 years. I would have been getting paid upwards of $35 to $40 an hour. And then I would have had 60-plus hour a week with a nepotistic advantage. It all got pulled out from underneath me by some fat fuck boomer. Maybe Dismal can help you move to China. Yeah, no, I just talked about it earlier in the stream. I tried Werewolfing. I set up the account. They want you to have insurance, and unfortunately, out here, it's a lot of liberal families that want like to do intensive background checks on you. And unfortunately, from what I saw, the only people that were volunteers for these specific hosts were all women. Sorry, man, it's not gonna work out. Hypermasculine face like this ain't gonna make it. It ain't gonna make it, dude. Nope. My background ain't gonna make it. You can still join the military. Yeah, I know. I could join the Navy or the Marines. So those are the two options on hand. I tried to join the Air Force, and because of my background, my medical background and the psychiatry and whatnot, wouldn't let me join, even though it's like over 15 years ago. And the Army, not doing that. I'm not going to get orders barked to me by trannies and all this other crap, and women especially. The Navy, I'm not going to be on a boat for 3 months to 6 months with a bunch of dudes that are more than likely gay. And the Marines, no way, man. No chance. I mean, I would be getting in brawls every single day, and I'm not a brawler. Were you ever a normie? I was a normie for a time. Unfortunately, the problem is I have quite a bit of autism, so I question everything, and that little stint, about a year of being a normie, was very short-lived. I snuffed out any chance of kind of blending in. Right? People accept me, people give me a lot of leeway just because of the way I look and the way I carry myself and all that, but outside of that, once I start asking too many questions and I'm a little bit too intellectual, the ruse is up. They're not interested. It's very hard to be autistic and a normie. Purge about to happen in 4 years, Hunger Games. Yeah, so what, dude, why am I going to stick it out, dude? What is the point of that? I mean, what, you want to get shanked by a nig? Huh? You want to get looted by some fucking chinks and jeets and whatnot? I don't think so. Some Polwalks. When you used to binge video games, what did you play? A lot of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I was really high ranking in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. I was really high ranking in zombies. I did a lot of Minecraft. That was really it, man. I didn't play much. I didn't get too much into video games. I didn't nostalgia maxed with the N64 and the NES, the Game Boy Color, the 3D. I mean, I've played literally all of them, but when I was doing those binge sessions, it was on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Dude, shut up, developer Dave, fucking Marine Corps maxing. Fuck off, dude. Pfft, retard. Go talk to Night Monkey. Shilling for Israel, I see. Make a badass Marine. Yeah, dude, you know what I want to do? I want to be a Green Beret. That's what I want to do. But it ain't worth it, man. I ain't doing anything for this country. I don't care about this country. This country can burn. I gotta go in there and fake it and then take all these vaccines? Do you have any idea how many vaccines they want you to take? One of them is FunVax. Look it up. Bill Gates FunVax to combat fundamentalist extreme terrorism, where it basically starches your frontal lobe and makes you completely conformable. Not doing that shit, man. Not doing it. It's a night and day difference after the vid. Just talk to people, man. Like, as soon as you get into anything that might be radical, or get them to question the world around them, they instantly change the topic and they get skittish. It did not happen before the vid. It didn't. It did not. Literal lobotomy. Yes, a literal lobotomy. I'm not even joking with you. My whole family turned overnight after the vaccines. I'm not even joking you. I didn't even have a family anymore. Nothing has been the same since. So, yeah, no, when I talk about hoofing it or leech maxing or possibly, you know, vagabond maxing. Like, these are what's left to me, because to plug into this system, man, for what? For fucking what, dude? Go listen to Celtic Cat. Go listen to freaking, you know, Collective or Western. They've done it too. Were they any happier? Did their life significantly improve? Are they still are they hopeful or optimistic about the future? Come on, man. Guys are so pathetic with this clinging on to what used to be. What you want life to be. What you think it can be with effort. Okay, I did the little work, okay? I did that month of working for the landscaping company, and guess what it did? It allowed me to be able to comfortably do what I'm doing right now, live an alternative lifestyle. If it hadn't been for the money from that job, I would not have this tent. I would not have the backpack. I would not have the sleeping bag. I would not have everything I need to comfortably do what I need to do to stave off maybe another year of the inevitable. You understand that? I already thought. Unlike most people that just work and then they spend all their money on alcohol and drugs, and now they find themselves lacking when that boot comes from their parents, or they can't pay a bill and they get booted or yeeted from their apartment, and now they don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they got a car, maybe they can do that, but they were unprepared. They didn't think it could happen to them. I've always thought ahead. I've always been the kind of guy to have like a plan B, an exit plan. No, I mean, just don't listen to the people in this community, man. The people in this community are so spiteful. I went on TW stream, and all I did is make an observation about Wiggers, and they're all dogpiling on me for no reason. I just made one comment. I wasn't gonna come on the VC, nothing. They don't like me because, yes, I shine a light on their inadequacies. They can't imagine that someone that looks like me, that talks like me, that's lived a life like myself could possibly be in this position. It has to be my fault. I've got to be fucked up. It's all my fault. Whatever, dude. As we got Thomas White over there, who's like, I don't even know, fucking 40, 50 years old. And he's trying to talk to young guys, and he gets all heated and agitated and offended over every little thing. It's just so stupid, man. It's a pathetic community we got here. My sand accent? I'm a Russian, dude. Okay, it's rosacea. No, not rosacea. It's like what is it? It's like some tongue tie or whatever. But yeah, I'm Russian, man. You're talking about my sand accent. To spend days in the yard just waiting for a train. You know, for no reason. The real BP. Yeah, dude. I tell people, like, literally, I am the black pill. I am the black pill. You belong to the synagogue of Bataan. Okay, dude. What about Wiggers? I just made an observation that they're sagging their pants, and the only way that the white can actually, you know, make his way into society and get any respect is to Wigger Max. I mean, this is not a new observation, but they're trying to say that, oh yeah, you know, white guys, that they're going to be violent and all this other kind of stuff. There ain't no white guy that's going to get away with game banging. You ain't going to see it. Good freaking luck. I don't see any hardcore whites that are, you know, game bangers. It doesn't happen. It's just not in our nature. It rarely ever happens. Unless they're prison maxed or drug maxed. Critter stream. Yeah, oh yeah, no, Thomas definitely exposed himself, and he literally just kept letting critters, an actual tranny faggot, talk about the shape of a penis and all this other kind of stuff for hours and hours. Many streams in a row. Like, come on, dude. Disgusting. And get some wool socks, low. Yeah, I know. I gotta get some wool socks. Respect. Yeah. What do you mean? Well, least obvious fed. What do you think? We stupid? What do you mean? How am I a fed? I mean, I don't even understand it. What? Because I'm telling you guys that you're probably gonna be homeless? I'm telling you guys that there's I don't know, leech max? What? This is something a fed would do? What the fuck? Whatever. And again, I don't prescribe or open to any of you. I'm just telling you guys that I'm gonna do it. I'm 100% gonna do it. Yes. Because there's nothing else. If anything, I gotta wonder if you guys are feds telling me to still continue living. That sounds pretty sauce. When you guys come into my comment section every fucking time and try to give me some optimism, some hopium, some copium, that sounds like some fed shit, yo. Straight up. What the hell? Don't worry, bro. It's just a season. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, bro. Turn to the side. Show the viewers the nose. Yeah, go ahead. Look at my nose. It's Eastern European. Go ahead. You guys can see it every single video. I'm not hiding it. People make fun of it all the time. I don't care. Look at Slavs. Look at Europeans. What the fuck? Holy hell, dude. You guys are hilarious. Get busy living or get busy dying. Alright, well, this guy is gonna get removed. Cool. Let's see. Can hide user from the channel. There you go, bro. Goodbye. Spiteful mutant for sure. Ugh. Hey man, I never asked any of you guys to sub. I make these videos. I supposedly fill a void. You guys listen, you're entertained, you sub. I mean, the channel's been growing exponentially. I don't know. I don't have thousands of subs. I don't have, tens of thousands of subs. I've got almost 800. Whatever. And I've been growing this channel now for what, the last year and a half? If you guys really followed the channel in the beginning, you would understand I deleted so many videos. I deleted the first channel. It's the stream void going to be saved. Yeah, I'll save it. Keep pushing, my man. Yeah, keep pushing that big old fatty up the hill like Sisyphus. Hey, I just wanted to ask you why you removed the comments asking if the person you're referring to was Collective Dismal. Why are you guys still close with you calling him out like that? Why are you guys still close with you calling him out like that? I'm not close with Collective, dude. Okay? I can, respect the work that someone does and being a content creator. I can agree with the points addressed and still not respect the lifestyle. Still not respect the hypocrisy of prescribing, as he has many, many times, prescribing all these different solutions that you guys should rope, that you guys should get euthanized, that you guys should get sterilized, that you guys should castration max. Yeah, he's not doing any of them, especially as he came out and he made that video. Oh, guys, I need help. I've got a porn habit, and I blame the government, blah, 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 blah. Then get castrated, dude. Get medically castrated if it's that big of a deal. If it's so bad, man, as you're freaking, dogpiling on all your other subs that are addicted to porn like you are. Okay, they're smut maxed. And you make all these videos about the honeymoon vampire crap, and then you want to come out and garner sympathy and pity. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't respect that shit. Made no sense at all. Should have deleted those videos if he was gonna come out and now be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna double down, I'm gonna backpedal. I know I make all these videos, making laughs, making light of other women and the escapades I've had, but really, guys, I'm struggling. Okay, dude. But yeah, no, I mean, he shouted me out. He supported me. A lot of you guys are from him, right? His channel. But ultimately, I don't respect his lifestyle. I don't respect the hypocrisy. And where's philosophy gotten him? I've been in his Telegram, and he's personally said that he wished he didn't study philosophy. He says he wished he studied biology. So he even admits that he wasted his fucking time. It's like, come on. Holy crap. Yeah, dude, I've been in and out of that telly for like the past year, and like the people in there, man, they're needlers. They're just trying to get you to react, and they got nothing. I mean, they sit on there all hours of the day and night. I mean, I've never seen a bigger group of losers in my life. They're just rehashing the same things over and over and over and over. It's just a big old circle jerk in that thing. And he doesn't moderate anything. He really doesn't. He got upset that I cleared almost 75 to 80% of that Telegram, but the people were never even active, and the few people that would just plug their stream. Who gives a fuck, dude? Thanos snapped that tally out of existence. It was amazing. Are you Christian? I'm not Christian, man. I've read the Bible. I believe some things in there, and that's the end of it. It's a really good critique, to be honest. Yeah, I definitely agree that he's a hypocrite. It's annoying, blah blah. But yeah, I mean, he still has some good points. He's a great content creator. I've definitely learned to kind of take my time when making videos, and also to. The last thing he said on one of his videos, that he doesn't just pump out content, right? He's trying to make sure that everything's purposeful. So I took that to heart too. You know, I take things and I take people where they are. I don't like completely cast someone down as a person, but I am going to critique where you stand, what you believe, and if you stand on what you believe. Doesn't mean I hate you or I don't like you as a person. I'm gay maxing just to feel something out. Brutal, man. Damn, pause. What the fuck you mean? Didn't he study electrical engineering? And I have no idea if he studied that. They have nothing better to do. Nope, they don't. They're all losers. I thought it was physical therapy or something. Never rope kings. YouTube is enough socialization for me. I don't need Discord or Telegram. Yeah, same. Especially, I'd go on Telegram and I would, kind of do what I did in the post here. I would share some of my thoughts. I'd share some crafts I was doing. I'd share like the construction projects I was doing at the time. And no one cared. No one cared. They just freaking dogged on me and shat on me. I'm like, oh, so I'm actually doing something with my life and you guys are going to shit on me. Like, it just shows that you guys are losers. Oh, look at this book I read. I'm like, okay, well, what are you going to do with that knowledge now? Is it going to roll around in your head? I mean, I got no issue with people learning, but if you don't apply, and if it's not going to kind of change your life in some way through application, I mean, that's what philosophy is. It's living out what you've read, right? It's more so acting. It's doing than just reading. He said electrical engineer. You need to call someone. All right. Is there any way we can send you some cash? Yeah, I mean, I have a Cash App and I have what is it? Buy me a coffee. If you want to, go ahead. I only set those up because people kept badgering me. Do whatever you feel led to do, man. I'm not asking for money. This channel is one of the most important within the BP, as everyone else is stuck inside, doesn't comment the reality. You go outside and face the hell for what it is, respect, brother. Yeah, and I would do real life streams, but the problem is there's a lot of niggas around here, and if you shine a camera out and they see that you're recording, I'm gonna get thrashed. I mean, there a lot of areas around here are just filled with tweakers, filled with people like on a cardboard mat in a piss-soaked blanket shooting up needles in public. I'm not even joking you, dude. Like, it is, I've never seen anything like this before, ever. And I don't even look at them in the eyes because it's enough to provoke them, okay? Again, there's a difference between a nig and a black, okay? I've seen suburban blacks, and there's very civilized blacks around here as well because they have, adopted the European culture. They've become civilized. But if they're not, they're just debased nigs. And there's a lot of them. There's more than enough to go around. What's your first name? Alexander. You sound like you have New York, that's what everyone tells me, New York accent, because I learned Russian. I was fluent in it at 4. My parents did not hire an interpreter, and they did not want to learn the language, so I quickly transitioned out of Russian and the dialectic there, and I learned English. And I don't know, the two of them kind of morphed into like a New York twang. You from Pizza State? No. Tradesmen, I'm from upstate New York. Tradesmen are the ultimate bucket crabs, absolutely. Laborers as well. Yep, I was all of those. Hey man, love from Perth, Australia. There you go. Probably get a job at Amazon. I'm not doing Amazon. What? So I can be on the assembly line and piss in a jug or something, as I'm not going to get my bathroom break, or I'll get 10 minutes, but it's 7-minute walk there and back, and then I get like a minute to hold my wiener and do my thing, or if I gotta pop a squat or something, I'm gonna be over break, and if you get 3 strikes, you're out. And this was only 3 years ago. It's even more cutthroat now. So many people are worried about you right now. Good, worry. Go ahead, worry about me, dude. Don't care. Man, dude, you can watch my other videos, dude. Go through the catalog and my most recent, or my oldest ones. Got respect for you for taking it to the streets, man. Looks tough. It's not too tough, man. Again, I'm only out here at the library. I just got out. I charge my phone. You know, I'll get a book or whatever, and then I hoof it down to the cove, and I find some bushes, and I pitch tent, and I sleep. And I get up, and I do it all over again. I mean, as long as you're moving, it's really not too bad. I don't live in the city. There's no fucking shot of that. I don't think you should either. Thoughts on MK Ultra? Go look into Hyperborean knowledge. He's done a lot of videos on that. You'll learn a lot more. Monasticism may be the way for many of us. Yeah, I mean, a way that you're forced into, dude. Who the fuck wants to do that? Who wants to do that shit? Monastic for what? Devout for what? What is the point? It makes no sense. I worked at Amazon. Fuck Amazon. Exactly. Did it years ago. Now Amazon. Dude, get out of here, you freaking Amazon shill retard. Freaking globalist retard. 71 viewers is crazy. Is there a link somehow to send you? Dude, go into the description, my channel description, or scroll down my posts. If you do some work, man, I'm not gonna like post it on here. I'm not asking for money. I'm not begging for money, yo. So, if you wanna really support me, move your fingers a little bit. Go the way of the hermit. Yeah, man, hermit maxing is really what's gonna be required. And you can hermit max like hikikomori in your room, in your mom or dad's room or the basement, or you can live in a tent, or you can live in your car. But I mean, food stamps has never been so easy to get. Never. Apply today, buddy. Why not? Might as well take whatever benefits you can get in this shitty ass country. So, monastic for cope. Problem is, if you are self-aware, you cannot cope. Laughing my ass. Yeah, literally. And again, if you are going to be an actual monastic, right? There's a difference between monasticism, being a monk, and the ascetic route. In order to really be a monk, you kind of have to be under a teacher for a little bit, which means you have to live in like a commune-like community. And they can accept or reject you based off of your temperament. But if you want to be ascetic, you can learn these principles online or in a book or something, and then try to apply them throughout your life. It's still going to take many, many years. It's going to be an alteration of your character and your mind and your psyche, but it's not like something you can just do. Not everyone has the disposition. Not everyone has really the desire, ultimately, because it takes someone who is okay with solitude. It takes someone who can deal with not having relationships. It takes someone who can deal with, not really having any success, being a loser, ultimately, being relegated to being a loser. Now, you can learn that over the years. It's taken me about 7 years as all of these things have been slowly stripped. So I can entertain it. But 7 years ago, if you asked me, hey, man, do you want to be a monk or do you want to be ascetic? I would have been like, fuck you. No. I want to have friends. I want to have family. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. But I was forced. Sent my own way, buddy. Last girl I had was a 31-year-old with 2 kids. Didn't realize she had kids until the very end. And no, I didn't stick my dick in her because she found out she was crazy too. So it was just kind of me getting love bombed, me being put under the spell of a wench, and then just having to be told that, hey, if you want to be with me, you got to do what I say. And I'm like, oh, well, that ain't gonna fly. So after about a month, I hightailed it on out of there, and ever since, I just can't really entertain the thought of a woman. Right? Rationally speaking, if all I cared about was sex, sure, I could probably find a woman right now. Wouldn't be too hard. But that's all it would be, is a one-night stand, and I'd be left feeling hollow and empty and a husk. Okay, thank you. I'll take the $5, thank you. I'll buy another coffee with it. Feel bad for the Amazon drivers. Yeah, no, they get worked to the bone. Applied to be a driver. The interviewer seemed to really dislike me. She was Indian. Yeah, no, I mean, the interview process is like, people just say, get a job. Dude, it could take you months. You could be going through the interview process for like 3 months, and they could still reject you. So what did you do? You put all your stock into possibly getting this one job. I mean, why do you think people are sending out hundreds and hundreds of applications? Because they can't beat that set on one thing. Oh, man. Maybe they're going to be a dishwasher. Maybe they're going to be an Amazon driver. Maybe they're going to try to get their CDL. Maybe they're going to try to learn how to code. Maybe they're going to try to get back into school to do this. I mean, they got their hands in all these different little areas. No one is really sticking to one thing. I mean, just to get into the military, which is why I think I know you people have no idea what's going on. It takes almost a year to actually get to boot camp. The whole medical process, the ridiculous amount of paperwork that they want, the interviews, then going through MAPS, then finally after MAPS they want to wait maybe 4 to 6 months before they send you to boot camp. You could be waiting anywhere from 6 months to a year before you even get enlisted, dude. It's not an option if this is like you gotta get something now. That's why I'm saying, yeah, you're probably going to have to leech max and then try to do something else while you're waiting. It's a waiting game. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll crack slip. Maybe you won't. I don't know. I'm nearly 30. The society has robbed us of our best and most vital years. Yes, it has. And that's why I talk about upbringing being so important. People want to say, oh, genetics are so important. Sure, yeah, I'll put them as like 25%. I think 50% of it is upbringing and who your parents are. If those two things are not secured, if they're not well off, I think you're fucked either way. Either way, I'm being straight up serious with you, especially with the way things are going now with generational wealth. If you don't have some kind of safety net, place to stay, a home, finances from your parents, opportunities and connections from your parents, some direction early on into what you should be doing, what you could be doing that would hedge against the ever-changing job market, that would be in line with what you're actually predisposed to, right? If your parents wanted you to become a nurse and you can't stand people, well, what are you going to do after you went through 6 years of school and you're in debt and now you realize, man, this isn't what I want to do and I hate this job? Huh? Your parents set you up to fail. They fucked you. Now what are you gonna do? See what I'm saying? People want to say, oh, upbringing ain't that important, bro. It's cope. Okay, dude. Okay, whatever you say, buddy. As long as YouTube doesn't get in the way, you're gonna blow up. The world is completely synthetic. Now so, anything authentic has a pull. Just has to get in front of the right eyes. Yeah. So, I've definitely kind of... Me leaving that room... me getting off of alcohol and drugs, weed, I now don't have like emotional outbursts. I'm not like a volatile person. I'm not, raging and ranting and all this other kind of stuff. Maybe I will hit like the right people and something will happen. Maybe I could crack slip. Who knows? I have no idea. That's why I won't have kids, not just because of the system, but because of my subhuman upbringing. Yeah, no, but again, like if you had a good job and you had a home and it was paid off and you didn't have to worry about property tax and income tax and school taxes and all this other kind of crap, and you didn't have to worry about the public school system, and you could homeschool and you could really provide like a decent life for your kid where they don't have to worry about struggling in the world like the elites, there's no problem with having kids. I'm not like a natalist fatalist, okay? I do believe that, you can certainly have kids if you have those things set up, but I don't think kids should be brought up in the ghetto, the slums, with no direction, sent to the public school system, made to go in debt, with parents that have no idea how things are going to change and shift and they don't really care, with no safety net, with no insight into a proper diet and the importance of exercise and the importance of studying. Like if your parents are just like lazy turds, I don't think they should be having kids, but that's who's crapping them out, man. That's who's crapping them out. Oh, just let the military doctor inspect you for hernias, bro. So listen to this one, right? When I'm taking the piss test at MAPS, they make you line up, right, with all the urinals. And there's no divider, so I'm sitting right next to all these other guys that whip my cock out. It's a short little Jewish dude. Oh yeah. He stands up on a stool, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, well, I have to inspect and make sure that you guys don't have like a drug piss bag or something. You guys are trying to fool the test, as he's staring down the line at all of Johnsons. Yeah, man, you guys don't think that the military is Zog infested and gay and all this other kind of stuff? The person who gave me a psych eval was a skinny 90-pound soaking wet tranny faggot. Okay, and he's the one who rejected me from the Air Force. You guys don't have experience. You guys got no idea what you're talking about, okay? You just have these old, outdated prescriptions from Grandpa. You love nostalgia. You love, your World War II documentaries. You got no fucking idea what you're talking about. You don't have any experience. You guys have no experience in what you say. You just fucking give out these stupid generic advices and prescriptions. I'm trying to change that. I actually have experience in the things I talk about. And I can prove it and back it up. And people that have done things recently can also back it up. Genetics, environment, family, life history, all synthesized through feedback loops to determine your lot in life. Yeah, no, especially nowadays through capitalism. Okay, if we lived in more of like a communal type society, it would be a little different. Things would be more nomadic and more like, bootstrap up, do what you're told, figure out some way you can contribute to the community, or go die in the woods. But we don't live in that world. Nope. I have an uncle who's a literal CEO, and he's trying to blue pill me into working for me. Yeah, because it's going to benefit him, right? Prop him up. It doesn't do him good to not have cheap labor. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't care about your future. A piss goblin, huh? Oh yeah, a piss goblin. Yep. I looked at him. I looked up, and he's just like doing the old shake, rubbing of the hands crap. That's what dirty Jews do. A fucking car horn. Oh yeah, man, you hear it all night. Hear it everywhere. My favorite is the boom box, the crazy exhaust as you heard in one of the videos, and then the the ambulance. God, it's so loud. It's so crazy loud. I knew I never wanted to do the trades, especially because they offer like $22 an hour. I mean, now, yeah. I mean, when I started, I was making 16, and I was making 16 for like a couple years. After like I could show that I had experience, and I dumped about $2,000 into tools and a vehicle, right? I had to drive there myself and get insurance. After I had all that, and then went through like basically hell as a laborer for 3 years, then I got paid like 18 or 19. It sucks, man. It's such bullshit. That's because because I wanted to do the chair force. I don't fucking want to do the army. I don't want to do the navy. I didn't want to be a marine, a fucking grunt grug. I wanted something easy. What the fuck? Were you a patriot tart or something? Developer Dave. My uncle didn't offer me a job. He said, "Why don't you try your Best Buy?" Try Best Buy, yeah. Nowadays, Best Buy is only hiring people with a bachelor's. Yep. And, a woman or a gay is going to get the job before you. This is just an amazing observation. Go to the library. Go to your, local Starbucks, Tim Hortons, your McDonald's, your fast food, your Sonic. Go to, the entry-level jobs. Who is working those jobs, man? It's women. It ain't young men. Unless, of course, they're, brain damaged or gay. What city are you in? I'm in Cali. Northern Cali. And you're paid pennies to break your back. Hell yeah. And don't you dare complain, because they had to do it too. Gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta pay your dues, buddy. Maintenance at a nursing home is cake and easy. Been doing it for 9 years. There you go, man. Good stuff. Good luck finding any other job, though. Yep. Best Buy and every corporation only hires people who don't speak English. Yeah, nowadays, 100%. Or if you speak 2 languages. Oh yeah. Yep. You should have really taken Spanish, you should have taken Spanish seriously, bucko. Why didn't you take Spanish more seriously? I know it was just like a credit or whatever, but you really need to know how to speak 2 languages in America. Better speak Spanish, white man. You better learn Spanish. You better get your Duolingo out and start learning how to speak Spanish, buddy boy, or you're not gonna have a job in the coming years. Because my bud reached out to me and we reconciled, so a lot of the stuff I said in that video was more so out of personal grievances, and they weren't true. Out of work for 6 years now. Even the government couldn't get me a low-wage job. No, they couldn't. Like I told you guys, the only job on offer to me if I go to the welfare office here in this city is I can become a street cleaner. Okay? And I don't know what that entails. I see a lot of people with these weird, these weird little outfits on, picking up trash and putting them in a bag and whatever. I don't know if you're really getting paid. I don't know if it's at the end of the week based off of how much you do, but they're everywhere. They're just monitoring you. They're on every street corner. They're not really doing much work, doing a lot of talking and hooting and hollering. But yeah, no, I mean, that's all that's left is you can become a street cleaner. You can pick up other people's trash. And you should be thankful and grateful for that. Right, the Nonconformist shared his channel at one time. He came out with a video that said, you really shouldn't be grateful for shit. You shouldn't. Gratitude is a trap because you're given this really crappy life. You're thrust into a really poor economic state. You've got a family that didn't want to, that maybe they just mentally weren't capable or didn't care, and you weren't prepared for anything. You're just supposed to be grateful for the little things you have as you eke out an existence from day to day. And as long as you're not starving or cold or suffering too greatly, you should just be grateful. You should be grateful that you were born with two legs and 2 arms and you can still walk around and feed yourself and you're not defecating on the street. You should be grateful that you got access to food. You should be grateful that you're not a drug addict or mentally ill or whatever. You should just make a list of grateful things, right? Have a gratitude list. Go to bed every single night and be like, oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for this. Oh man, thank you for allowing me to get through another day. I know I didn't do anything today. I know it's just the same abysmal routine. I know I'm thwarting off thoughts of the rope, but I'm just grateful that things aren't worse. Fucking joke, man. Self-employed painter here, it's not bad. Good for you, man. You are more attractive to women being an unemployed bum than working in a factory, for example. Sure. If you're a nig. Take the job and do nothing to get fired. Where are you from? Gratitude is slave mentality. Yep, it is. That's really nice to hear. Yeah, pawn mentality, 100%. High-end residential work is nice for me. I make some great contacts there. Yeah, I did it too. You know what? When I tried to actually take advantage of those contacts, they didn't have any work for me. But they always seem to have work for us, Very interesting. Funny how that works. You create a portfolio, you make good connections, you leave on good terms, and yet when you try to contact these other people that you've worked for over the years that said, hey, when you start your own business and you try to do something for yourself, give me a call. And then you give them a call and you're left out to lunch. Trust me, man, I tried to start a small business too and it didn't fucking work and I could never get it off the ground. Pawns get sacrificed. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. No, all it takes, man, is one person to say one bad thing about you and all the work that you did to acquire a social portfolio. It can all crumble. It can all crumble, man. One lie, one falsity, one, not so flattering comment about you is enough for people to be like, oh, he's like that? Oh, he said that to you? Oh, you guys aren't working together anymore? Oh, he's like this? Oh, yeah, no, I don't. I'll find someone else, right? There's plenty of other people that do the same job. I mean, dude, they got, it's called ClickUp. They've got all these other apps out here for gig economy work. If they don't like one thing about you, they don't like how you look, they don't like how you talk, they don't like what you're wearing, the tools you have, they don't like, the way that you're addressing them in terms of, oh, okay, I'm going to do the project this way or whatever. I mean, they can just fire you and they can go hire someone else. I mean, it's whatever. You're so interchangeable. This is the actual definition of an excess man. I want to talk about you're not just an excess man in the dating economy. You're an excess man in the job economy, buddy. What the fuck? Don't just get another job. Yeah, you can get another job today and have it gone tomorrow. You're excess, buddy. What the fuck? People care and worry about you, right? Okay. What the fuck? What does that mean to me, dude? You think it's gonna mean anything to me when I finally decide to end it? Okay, listen to this retard. Yep, he's gonna come right through here. Blast. Oh, yeah. Listen to that. Oh, you're so tough, man. You're so cool. Oh, yeah. So cool, man. Yes, dating market equals job market. I got introduced to more people with a woman on my arm than I could have ever. With accolades, with a good resume, with a can-do attitude, with my tools all neat and proper and organized, with a good list of how I'm gonna do this job on time and on budget, within budget. No, they don't give a shit about any of that. You have a woman on your arm, they'll pay you whatever you want. They'll invite you, they'll introduce you to all these other people that need work done. Yeah, man. And if you're married, you'll never go without work. Ever. You'll never, ever, ever go without work. Trust me. I saw it. I saw people that had no business owning a small business in the trades. Their work quality was abysmal. Right? They do it nice because they do it twice. They dirty degenerates. They'd come in with dirty boots and not even like put a mat down or something in like this $1 million or $2 million home. I mean, I'd have to walk behind people and put down like a, what is it, like a tarp or something, because they're going on the carpet with muddy boots. Yeah, they always had work, and I'm working under them. That's what you get, man. Because he's married, he's got kids, he's got to put some food in their mouths. Feel bad for him. Oh, the bleeding heart. If you consider farm work, I think they can provide room and board too. I've tried, man. I really don't give a shit anymore, man. I'm done, man. I really am. I'm fucking done, man. I really don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna like into the wild one of these days, and you're never gonna hear from me again. I mean, straight up serious. I don't care. I'm fucking drinking my coffees. I'll get some food here and there. And when I've had enough, okay, I'm literally just gonna, start walking. That's it. I don't care. I have no one that needs me. I don't care if you guys care about me. I don't see your face. I don't know you. I've got no personal contact with any of you. You're just ethereal voices. Your words flashing by my eyes in the chat. That's it, man. Pretty cool. You got 72 viewers. I guess so, yeah. I guess people want to listen. I'm scared to say in a few years I'm going to be in your spot. I'm not talking down, but it's the sad state of society we live in. I never did anything bad to anyone, and in the end I got screwed. Exactly, yeah, but people are going to say you're being a victim, okay? Obviously you did something. No one just ends up in this position. I couldn't possibly be prophesying and foretelling the future for a lot of young men and being candid and open and honest about it. No. Nope. Couldn't possibly happen to you. Alex, if you consider farm work, sounds like a Harley boomer low. It was. Being known to have a woman is better than any degree or job experience. Exactly. I mean, what does Weston Decline say? He said he wished that he didn't really care about the academic aspect of it, and he social maxed. I wish I social maxed too. The soft skills, the social skills. I wish I focused on those, because then guess what? I'd have a freaking catalog of numbers I could call right now, and maybe, just maybe, I could get a job because they knew me from high school. Oh man, I should have gotten into more sports. I should have fucked off in class, gotten into sports. I should have become a crazy drug addict. I should have done all these things. I'd have a whole slew of people that I could rely on right now for work, and I wouldn't be in this position. But no, I put the nose to the grindstone and became an isolated little hermit, okay? And I didn't give a fuck. Oh, I didn't want to be a part of that crowd because, they're doing drugs. And my parents said that's not good. Dude, I didn't pick up my first drink until I was 21. I didn't puff my first drink, my first toke of the doobie until I was 21 in college. Okay? Never thought I'd do any of those kind of things. And then I realized, oh man, wow, being a goody little two-shoes ain't gonna get you anywhere in life. So I just stopped caring. Started to have fun, started to go down, some darker paths in life. I wish I would have done that when I was in high school, man. I wish I just would not have cared so much about the rules. You are by no excess male, man. You are by a no. Come on, man. You are not excess, dude. What are you talking about? I live in a tent. I have no desire to plug into society. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, just because I look a certain way, right? Because I'm articulate, because I've got a booming YouTube channel, I can't be excess. It's so funny, dude. So funny. Really, so when your own parents disown you and all the other opportunities that you had to plug into up in New York, when those fall away, because at that time your brain isn't fucking developed, okay? I'm dealing with all this trauma. I never really had a chance to kind of like mature. And I finally start learning the hard lessons of reality, socializing. I'm learning how to finally socialize, that I can't be such an abrasive bastard. I can't just say what I want all the time. I have to kind of, put myself under some authority. I have to have some respect. I didn't learn these things until I was like, 24. And by then it was too late. Okay, burned so many bridges. Yes, you can become excess due to a poor upbringing and then being thrust into a really cold and unforgiving world and going through the school of hard knocks, and your looks ain't gonna save you. They're not gonna save you. Your intelligence is not gonna save you. I'm burnt out, man. My best years are fucking behind me. This job market is abysmal. I will never go back to school and get into debt. I will never put myself under the boot of a woman, a fag, some incompetent retard, someone that I'm literally 30, 40 IQ points above, someone that I literally run circles around because I've been thinking 10, 20 steps ahead of them as they've been talking to me. I already know what it needs to be done before they tell me what to do. And so me listening to their, drawn out, exasperating, detailed surmising of, oh, you need to do it this way and this way and this way. I don't need to hear that. I already know what I need to do. I've got this one question. Answer that fucker and get out of my face and let me do the job. Okay? I'm not cut out for this retarded world, this retarded society, this retarded culture that we have right now. Okay? Right now, I'm excess by choice, 100%, because I'll never conform. Conform to what? A sick society? Oh, you're something else, developer Dave. And I guarantee, I think I know who you are. Mushroom cap. Words on the screen. Stop bullshit. Words on the screen. I went to a farming course near where I live. Literally everybody else there was a wealthy and privileged millennial, commies basically, and it was insufferable. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, you don't understand. The elites never sent their kids to public school. The elites would never allow their kids to eat the slop. Okay, they don't shop at Walmart. They shop at Whole Foods. They shop at Wegmans. Okay, they had private education. They don't let their kids go on, their iPads or phones until they're like maybe 15 or, mature enough. They don't let them have social media. They don't let them have access to the degeneracy of cities and stuff like that. It's very groomed. They're groomed from a young age for success. Do you not understand that? Yeah, do you not understand that that's what it takes? That's what being a loving parent is about? This is why I harp on parents being failures, and that you probably should hate your family. You should be spiteful towards your family because they fucked up. Come on, man. Why do you think we live in gated communities? They don't want to be around us. I can see why. Look at what the government through public schooling has produced. They create the problem and they come out with these solutions. Nose to the ground, nose to the grindstone. Just like Hyperborean Knowledge said, whining works, minorities do it, LGBT does it, and women do it too, but for some reason men can't do it. No, white men can't do it. Get it right. We're trapped in a reality prison. Let me out. Yeah, there's a way out. You're gonna have to take it yourself. You're gonna have to take it by your own hand, unfortunately. Even if you social max, everyone leaves you eventually. Sure, yeah, but at least you can be narcissistic and just use them as use them for whatever they can benefit you in any way, right? Do they have a job? Do they have other people that you can meet?
Oh, hi. Sorry.
What's going on?
I buy people's Etsy and TikTok.
Oh no, I'm all right.
Okay.
Thank you though. So the whining is meaningless, like screaming into the void. Yeah, it is. No, that's why I don't really whine or complain or anything. I'm silent. Other than these streams, other than the videos, I'm a stoic. I don't say anything. I don't open my mouth. Going down the straight and narrow path of modernity only leads to derailment now. Yeah, no, it does, because you're a freak. You're seen as a freak. Everyone tells me, are you military? Because when I get into an elevator and I walk down a street or something like that, I'm just looking in front of me. I don't look here, there. I'm not moving my mouth. I'm not, whoa, oh my goodness, moving all this. I'm just marching, okay? I'm quiet. I don't speak unless spoken to, because I'm like fucking tapped out, man. There's no point. Look, sir, a meme, it's all about being agreeable. It is, you're right. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. I'm on the verge of being excess despite a good upbringing, man. I feel pathetic. Yeah, then you should. But, do you believe in reptilians? I do. I 100% do. Good rant. I know, motherfucker, you're smart as fuck. Okay. You said it, not me. Clip it and ship it. It's a short. You said something about HR Googling your name to see your socials. If you don't pop up, they don't bother. Is that right? Yeah, no, that's true. So if you don't have an internet presence nowadays, good luck. You're not even going to get a job. And I mean that. I literally mean that, because it's like women. They want to be able to do the research on you as fast as possible. They don't want to take time. It's now. You can find 10 other people with a social media. Maybe it's only got cat clips on it or whatever, but that's more than you got. I got rid of social media a few years back. There's nothing. If you look up my name, I'm not going to give you it, obviously, but said something about HR. I've conformed so much and it didn't get me anything. No, same. I spent the better part of 5 years painstakingly conforming myself, grooming my personality to those around them, only to find myself growing more and more bittered, angry, and it not getting me anywhere, because eventually I'd slip up. They'd realize that, and then they'd say, oh, you're acting funny, or oh, you've got problems, or you've got this, or you've got that. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I've been trying to do everything I could to not be like that, and yet just because I slipped up this one time, that's all they notice. They're not farsighted. They're not looking back towards all the ways that you have been a certain way. No, they just look for the one screw up, and that's what sticks out in their mind. I've heard of this. Why did your father die of? He died of a heart attack. He was a good man. He's looking down. Yeah, okay. They avoid the rabble. Busy. Buy people's Etsy. Sounds like a scam. She's on the grind. Yeah, she is. It was Asian, too. Don't do it. I'll just listen from now on. I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. Dude, there is no helping. You think you're going to help me by telling me, don't give up, bro. Right? You're going to be my little cheerleader. That's going to help me. I'm my own cheerleader, dude. I've had to be for a long time. When you're in the trades and all you get is people barking orders at you and telling you that you're nothing, and you don't get a mom that ever gives you any assurance or affection, and you're in a school system that literally degrades you because you're a white man, you think you're not going to eventually have to adapt and tell yourself that, no, actually I did do a good job. No, fuck them. I know I did a good job. I'm doing the best I can. Or maybe you're your worst critic. No, you know what? I did fucking suck. I did suck, and I need to do better. I don't need other people to be my cheerleader. I'm my own. I've had to be for a long, long time. Something that people don't understand is something that's not only necessary, it's going to be forced upon you. She was going to change your life. Bro, trust. She wanted to talk. Yeah, no, I bet she did. She had makeup all over her face, too. Fucking a massive poundage of it. Do you enjoy reading? No, I don't. I really don't. I read, I'll intake knowledge, I'll write some stuff down, but ultimately, I don't give a fuck about anything anymore. That woman wish a lottery ticket. Yeah, maybe she could buy my YouTube channel. The economy's gone to such trash. I've had a few instances where I've almost got kidnapped once, and 2 people tried to get me into their car. I live in Canada, for crying out. Oh yeah, Canada. Whoo! I would not be. There's a reason why so many people flee the border and they try to get over to the U.S. because it really is better. Which it's not much better, but it's better than over there. There's a Cali sugar mama, Susan, out there for you somewhere, low. Yeah, I'm sure she's got crabs too. Gift that keeps on giving. If you don't get social media, no woman wants. Literally, yes, exactly. See, and this is, I'm not some guy that like, I'm not an incel, okay? I'm I'm just sent my own way. I've decided. I've seen female nature for what it was. I see the world for what it is. I see my life not getting any better, and I've opted out. Purely from experience and rationale. I'm using my mind to guide me, not emotions. Some of these messages sound like straight up bots. Oh, there's probably a lot of bots. Oh, they have a term for us excess males called economically unviable men. Yes. You know? Sup, buckos. NPC advice. I have to really get into crime where I'm going to seriously go homeless and I know I cannot survive. Yep. 73 live listening. Yeah, and now 81. Very cool. Do crime, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna endorse that. Society's starting to look like the rabbi-oriented verse, like Luke 12, 51, 54. This stream is worth more than any black pill streamer with thousands of listeners. Your life story up to this point was just awful. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse. I've been there, adapted, coped pretty well so far. Good for you, man. I'm sorry. Jesus loves you, really. If you don't seem to enjoy reading right, then how did you become article? How did I become article? How did I write articles? Because I enjoy writing. And I've read many things, but I don't enjoy it. It's like studying. I don't enjoy studying. Something I do though, because I like to learn. I enjoy learning. But the slog of reading a book or going through articles or putting the time to, formulate an argument against something, it's not exactly something I want to do. It's work. Lol. Thomas White sounds like what the dude who grew up under Warren Jeffs told you at the bar. You're a freaking Chad, my guy, far from Inkwell. Again, dude, you don't understand. I don't care. I'm black pill, dude. I'm not Inkwell. Take a strong individual to opt out. Okay, it's over, bucko. DBDR and wheat waffles was my awakening in 2021. Article maxing, you can steal up to 800,000 Cali without any consequence. Yeah, I know, dude. I'll go to the grocery stores and I'll do like the old, I'll type in banana and I'll weigh my stuff there, and then I'll get like a super reduced price on stuff and I'll hitch it on out of there. That's what I do. I do petty theft like that, but I have no desire to go to a store and just like take clothes or take electronics, because again, I'm not a drug addict. So what? I'm just gonna have like all these electronics for what? No need. I'm not interested in that. So I steal some food and that's about it. And I only do it just to get a little thrill, just to get a little excitement, just see if I can do it, see if I can get away with it. I can. I've done it many times now. Were you Jude at birth? I was. Can't trust gingers. HBDL was my awakening in 2020, aka circumcised. Oh, why do you want to know that, dude? Fucking weirdo, man. But you want to know how big it is too, huh, you faggot? Food for thought. Again, dude, why would I just start stealing things for no reason? I don't want to be thrown in prison. But yeah, petty theft, like, stealing like a candy bar from time to time, or like an ice cream, like whatever. I consider that like, I'm just kind of aiding the decline at that point, because whatever, other people are gonna do it, might as well. It's your old roommate, Lo. Yeah, it must be. That's a part of the black pill. No, it is not. What the fuck? Get a government rental and fill it up. Yeah, sure. Well, no. Best thing you guys can do is to try to figure out like a setup for an inevitable booting if you don't live with your parents. Get your car set up for sleeping, try it out, try to see how you can get comfortable. Get a mummy bag. It's going to be the most comfortable and insulated for all weather conditions. Find a good backpack and pack some clothes and whatnot. And get ready if you're not ready to face the rope. Prepare while you can, while you still got money. Don't want to be in this position and be like, oh man, I got to go and get like some Walmart sleeping bag that's massive and bulky, and get some cheap crappy bag that's going to break on me, and then try to figure all this stuff out on the fly as my cortisol level is spiking and I'm neurotic and anxious. Yep. Pay for what, dude? I'm not a drug addict. What am I needing this money for? The simple donations I've gotten from you guys is enough for me to get, nail clippers, wet wipes, toothpaste, some soap, a towel, right? Things that I need. Some coffee when I'm tired and I want something warm to drink. Maybe like a nice warm home cooked meal from time to time. I have no desire to like to steal stuff just because I can. Like what? There you go, mummy bag pilled. Yeah, and then I don't know, learn some survival skills, like how to tie some knots, how to like start a fire, practice that kind of stuff. Whatever. I mean, really, you prepare for it while you can. What else are you gonna do? Okay, yeah, no, neither could I. I couldn't get a car insurance either. So yeah, I went for the next best thing, which was a portable tent. It's called the Night Cat. Or what was it? Oh, I got it right here. So I'll show it to you guys. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. Fuck else am I gonna do, buddy boyos? Might as well tell me the secret. I want to know the secret. I'll give you the secrets, guys. The secrets to survival as an excess man in the future. I'll give you all the insights. You can listen, learn, or you can fucking fuck off. The Night Cat. Okay? This is literally how big the tent is. You guys seen it in some of the posts. This is all it is, man. Look at it. This in my hand. Come on, bro. It's super light. It's about 5 pounds. It comes with all the stakes. And then all you need is this thing to kind of prop it up. The old walking stick. But yeah, everything is in here. And I'm able to carry that. It's about 35 pounds. And then I got, this bag. It's a waterproof bag that held my blow-up sleeping mat. And I use it. I walk around with it. It carries my clothes and stuff. And then I got this little guy. And this carries all my food. So I just have each of those on one shoulder. And then I got the big backpack. And I just walk around. Like, whatever, dude. And I have no ego. I don't care. People are going to judge me, right? You guys saw that I sewed my shoes back together. The first thing women do when they look at you, even if I'm presentable, is they're going to look down at your shoes. And if they're going to see that my shoes are all fucked up, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to hoof it on out of there. You're poor. You're a bum. Oh my goodness, look, he's got to sew his shoes back together. He's a bum. I don't care. I take a lot of pride in the fact that I did that. I thought it was really cool to be able to sew my shoes back together, Whatever. No, I don't do my own haircuts. I probably should learn though. It was way shorter. It was probably about 3 inches shorter a couple months back. I'm just gonna let it keep growing until it gets crazy. I'll send you some damn money myself, but the link doesn't exist. The Cash App link is definitely in my description, and the link to the Buy Me a Coffee. If it's not, the link doesn't work, go down to my posts. I definitely have one of those. I'll put it in there again. I'm not gonna put it in the chat or whatever, but I'll send the link again if you're so inclined. Should be careful. Lots of sickos on the stream might be looking where that building behind you is. That's fine. I encourage them to come find me. See, I got no bones about defending myself. Base content, little tent there, rocking it up. Okay, got this weirdo. Okay, if you're gonna tell me you love me, you're faggot. I don't like that. I don't like that word. I don't like those words. I love you. Those words make me sick. They make me want to vomit in my mouth. In fact, if a guy tells me that in public, he's probably gonna get punched out. I mean that. I don't care if you're saying it in Christ or whatever. It's gay as fuck. It doesn't mean anything. It's a very intimate phraseology that you have no right to say to me. Fucking faggot. Alright, you're getting kicked from the stream, dude. Goodbye. Oh, what happens after your death? Judgment. That's what I believe. I have to believe that because this world is so fucked up. 100% is. I have to believe that shit. You man. Because again, I actually do moderate. I hope other people, other Black Pill streamers, the content creators, can understand the importance of moderation. Okay, that they shouldn't just be letting people say whatever they want because it's funny or it's, you know, it promotes interaction or whatever. No, it's a waste of time. Okay. Vagabond is starting to become popular on Reddit now. Yeah, no, it is, because what else are you gonna do? You're gonna pay these exorbitant rent prices? You're gonna live out of your car, or what? You're gonna try to travel and make something of your life because you're not ready to end it. I mean, most people do not have the Constitution, myself included. It will come to that point. Inevitably, it will. But as of right now, I would not entertain such thoughts unless I didn't have it. I didn't have what it takes. Didn't have the raw sack. You just burned a bridge with that band, lol. I do not care. I burned a lot of bridges with you guys. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's going to start a hate page. Oh man, this guy's just a fucking freak. Oh, fuck this guy. This parabolic decline, whatever. And you're gonna go ahead, dig up dirt on me, try to find out where I am and all this other kind of stuff and make my life worse. I don't give a shit. You'd be doing me a favor. You'd be giving me an even greater reason to exit. They just create other accounts. That's fine. And I'll just keep banning them and banning them and banning them. It's amazing. It's so easy to do. I get a great satisfaction having that power, having that authority. Okay, and I don't think you understand context. That's between actual brothers, converts of the faith. It's not just some random person that comes on here and says, oh, in the name of Jesus. I don't know you. You can say that all you want. That doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't mean anything to me at all. Guys are trolling someone who has nothing left to lose. The IQ in this chat is brown. 100%. No. But again, people don't really understand what it means to like have nothing to, nothing to lose, nothing to live for. You know, it reminds me of that scene in Batman Begins where he goes to confront what's his name? The mob dealer. And he's like, you don't know desperate. You haven't tasted desperate. You're Bruce Wayne, the Prince of Gotham. You have to go 1,000 miles for someone to find someone who doesn't know your name. So don't come here with your anger. Don't come here, thinking that you've got a grievance or something. Falcone, there it is. It's like, who are you? You're just a rich, privileged little fucker. You're a little prick. It's basically what he had to say. He's like, people like you have so much to lose. And it always stuck with me. Always stuck with me. Because it's so true. If you've got a family, if you've got friends, if you've got a good job, if you've got a car, if you've got a place that you can, rest your head at night, if you've got good copes, you've got so much to lose, man. You want to sit here and say, oh man, it's over. I'm black pilled just because I feel, depressed from time to time. You have no idea. You have no clue. No clue. And I have to pound that point home. You have no idea what you're talking. This isn't just some fanciful little lingo. It's not like a nice little catchphrase. Oh, I'm black-pilled. I'm inkwell. It's a very sad title to have to attribute to yourself. It's a sad classification to have to rest under. It's not something you should be proud of. It's sad. Got that video recommended to me a few months back. It's as if the algo is trolling us at this point. Family either makes you or breaks you. Yep. It's all surface, right? Surface level. It's appearances. That's all that matters. And I'm guilty of that too, because I'm sure there's some homeless people out here that have like a real, good heart about them or whatever. But it's drowned out by the drugs and their desire to get the next fix. And it's sad. You can't really trust them. They may have like some good nature to them, but it's like completely diluted by the drugs. Just sent you $500. I might have to ask you to refund that, man. I might refund that to you, being perfectly frank. I don't know what I would do with that kind of money. I want you to really consider why you sent that much money to me, man. I want you all to be clear. I didn't ask. Not asking for donations. And I don't know why you felt the need to vocalize that. You could have privately sent that. I could have read the message. We could have interacted through email. I don't know why you had to make that public, dude. All right. Give me your email or something and we can talk. No, don't say dude, damn. Don't think I'm just going to sit here and, like, you know, grovel and applaud you and, like, suck your little wee-wee. I want to talk to you. No. I want to talk to you, and I want to know why you would send me that kind of money when I'm telling you I don't have a plan or direction. I'm not being ungrateful. I don't want you guys to think that I'm being ungrateful. I want to know why you sent me that much money. And I don't know if you did yet. I haven't checked anything. I want to know why. For everyone on here that wants to jump to conclusions and say I'm being ungrateful, I want to know why. I want to communicate with you, and I'm not touching any of that until I know and I have a good, honest conversation with you. I don't want people to feel bad for me. I'm not a good dude. Not at all. But we'll talk. I'll be asking for your email before I touch any of that, and accept it. And don't be surprised if I refund it back, because that's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money. You know what, it's gotten to the point, I'm matching with young women on dating apps who tell me they cannot get jobs. I think we're coming to the point of great equilibrium. It's happening slowly but surely. Sure. Yep. I'm 10 times worse than you and Christ. Okay, dude. I don't preach having hope in this world. I believe that you should be looking to the hereafter. Now, I believe what I believe, and I'm not going to say it on here openly, because it's tossing pearls before swine. But know that my eternal state is secure, which is why I can talk so candidly about offering myself, because I'm not afraid of what comes hereafter. But that's a decision everyone has to make, and I'm not going to preach, and I'm not going to come on here and say that kind of stuff, because no one wants to hear it. Okay, I told you guys I have a video on religion. I used to go out and I used to street preach, okay? I used to evangelize. I did it for 3 years. And people do not want to hear anything like that. And so I've stopped. So I don't know why you're still going on about it. It doesn't mean anything. That's not even the gospel. That's what's so funny about you Christ-tards, you religious fucks. You tell people just stupid words and you quote verses, but you don't actually give people what they need to hear. That's why I left religion too. You guys aren't helping people. You're just uttering nonsense. Well, we'll remove that as well. Hide user from the channel. I'm just going to keep doing it, man. I don't know why you keep creating crap, but let's see what else we got going on here, man. Wow, we're going for an hour and a half. Holy. I have been utilizing that gym membership. I just go through the motions, man. I got no desire anymore to put on mass or diet down and look good, right? Train to look good naked. I got no desire to, like, PR and all this other kind of stuff. I just go in there, I go through the motions, I take a shower, and I leave. I'm just filling time. Howdy. Gnosticism seems more pliable. Gnosticism does not take into account past the demiurge. I believe there is a demiurge. I believe that this world is definitely run by a demonic entity. But what's outside of that? That's why I don't believe in Gnosticism. Your chat is so confusing and sus. Yeah, I know, man. I don't... It is what it is, bro. Hey, at least there's interaction, right? At least this isn't a dead chat. I used to stream on my older channel, and I got no interaction. It was brutal. So to think I'm even getting this many people, must be doing something right. 6 years of no job and night walks. My mental health is in shambles. Yep. Because again, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can have food, you can have shelter, but what about relationships? What about something to live for? What about people that need you? Huh? What about a reason to learn and to accumulate skills so you can pass them on to others and share and grow? Without relationships, man, this whole fucking life is just worthless. It's a waste. It's a complete waste. It's a complete waste. And I'm tired of people trying to say that oh no, you just got to be a ascetic and a monk and become a solitudinal being. It's like, dude, you have to have a disposition, a certain disposition for that kind of stuff. It's not for everyone. And it's not supposed to be for everyone, but it's being forced upon you. And can you blame people for being disgruntled? For not wanting to accept that? I mean, why do you think the whole Agenda 2030 says that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy? It doesn't give you a choice. There's no choice. They've decreed from on high that this is how it's going to be, and you're going to accept it and take it, or fuck you. That's where we're at, buddy. You got free will of the mind. You can get outside of the programming and think for yourself. That's all you got. You don't got really anything else. Free will outside of the confines of your own mind is a sham. Always has been. And if you act up, the Neuralink will make you apply, like it or not. No, it won't. I don't have Neuralink. You got Neuralink? Huh? Did they chip you while you were asleep or something? How's the Bluetooth? Is that acting up for you, buddy? I hope not. I want to go into the bathroom and pluck that out while you still can. Finally, someone who gets it. Indians had an idea of renunciation versus resignation. It's basically that involuntary renunciation is a cope. Yep, it is. Yep. Cells interlink. Yeah, if you took the jab, yeah, maybe you got some nonsense with with your cells. Forget what it's called. It's been a little bit since I looked into that gobbledygook. But yeah, there's definitely been a complete change in people since the jab. How far is this hell realm gonna go for you think? It could go for a while longer, man. Because if you look at the great resets of history, they just start over. They just start over, and they burn the books, or they rewrite history, or they impound, or what is it? They incarcerate or put people in loony bins that had any idea of what was going on in the past. So the new generation can start over fresh. So they could do another, after this reset, it could go on for another 250, 500 years. No idea, man. But yeah, look at the resets of old, man. I truly think that once they have this next reset, a lot of us could be finding ourselves in a camp somewhere, an underground prison, lobotomized, guillotined, whatever. Do you think you were born in the wrong time? I don't think you get a choice, right? This is a whole biological system. It's why you're supposed to take parenting with some kind of seriousness. You're not just supposed to willy-nilly crap kids out with some kind of plan, because once you do that, you can't redact. You can't go back on that decision. You've brought a life into this world, whether they wanted to be there or not. The parent made that decision, unfortunately. So I blame parents very heavily, because you wouldn't be here unless your parents decided to knock it out, pound it out, whatever. I think the jab was some sort of sedator. Then again, everyone is more neurotic. I just see that people are unwilling to address anything that would go against the given narrative. In fact, if you bring up anything that goes against the given narrative, you'll see people just instantly stare at you. Instantly. You'll see people looking at you from across the room if you start talking about some stuff, openly in public. And I mean this. It's been happening for a while. It's like they zero in on you. They've got like some hive mind programming. Do you believe in the demiurge? I do. I believe the demiurge is Satan. And The Bible says that Satan is the god of this world. So does a lot of Greek mythology. So, yes, I believe that that is why Gnosticism could be true in the confines of this realm. But outside of this realm, that's where my hope is set on. My soul will be leaving this hell realm. Thoughts on the Yuga cycle, such as the Kali Yuga, the stage full of conflict and sin? I haven't looked too far into it, but we probably are at the whatever Hyperborean wants to say, the Kali Yuga. Yeah, we're probably in the Kali Yuga right now. You're a great leader. I'm sorry for your suffering and situation. I wanted to be a leader. I find myself being of a much better temperament and disposition, actually feeling satisfied and fulfilled in life, not being over people, okay? I'm not a tyrannical sort, but understanding hierarchy, that certain people are actually capable of being in a higher position, and it just so happens when you're in a higher position you are over other people. I found myself in positions like that, and I have thrived, and I was not demeaning, I was not condescending, I was gentle, and I taught people, and I wanted things to grow and improve. But unfortunately, I've been cast down from such things, and I have to be under inferiors, and I'm not happy. And I never will be fulfilled in such a position, because it's not where I'm supposed to be. I also think the content you consume is fed to corporations and governments, making sure you won't get employed. Yep, 100%. Plamora is outside this realm, the monad. Then two kinds of men, Chads and philosophers. Apparently the Kali Yuga cycle is theorized to end in the next decade or so. Yeah, I believe we're the 7th incarnation of humanity, of man, right? So after the 7th is the end, so you could be very right there. I see Chad with Orc Stop coming with that. Yeah, literally, I believe, I don't say anything is law, but I see Giga Chads at the beach in like their Mustang or whatever, smoking blunts or cigars, completely alone, while fat fuck oofy doofies are walking around. While Asians and nigs are walking around with pretty hot women, okay? While, retards are walking around with hot women, because, again, women don't want to be outdone, right? They don't want to be less than. They don't want to be seen as inferior. They don't want to be under anyone. So, however the pairing works, that they're above the man, that's how it is. Okay, you're a good-looking dude. Okay, thank you. Cool. This hasn't gotten me very far. Because again, once I open my mouth and women find out that I'm not putting up with shit, and I actually am going to practice what I preach, and I will enforce standards, not like a dictator, but hey, we're gonna go and work out. We're gonna do some form of exercise every week. We're gonna eat a certain way. We're not going to say certain things, or we're going to maybe ingest certain kinds of knowledge, and maybe we're not going to interact with certain people, or maybe we're not going to attend certain functions, right? Stuff like that. Like how a man used to be able to carry himself as the head of household. You call me, I'm not a traditionalist, but I do believe in old world standards, and I believe that they had a pretty good idea of how things would function and operate. And we've only just now reinvented the wheel here in the West, thinking that we can do it better, right? All that crap, no, that crap wasn't right. We can just pollute the minds of the youth, and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna reinvent the wheel. It's all gonna be better now. No, well, we found out the failed experiment of the USA is proven that to be a farce, a lie. Always enforce standards, exactly. That is what the, okay. Oofy doofy is blessing to the English lexicon. That includes Chad. Okay, again, I don't really care about looks maxing, dude. Like, I think it's feminine. It's very effeminate. It's feminine behavior if you're so worried about your looks. Okay, like again, you see, I'm shaving. No, I don't really care. I just comb my hair, whatever. Oh man. Get the contacts, dude. I've had contacts, but they cost money, and I don't really want to get contacts right now. Yeah, sure, I could look better if I take glasses off, but for who? For what? What, so I can get oogled and admired by other people, but they're never going to talk to me? As soon as I open my mouth and they realize, oh man, this guy's autistic as fuck, you think things are going to go anywhere? Nope. As soon as they realize that I got a deep masculine voice and I kind of sound a little bit lispy, you think I'm gonna go very far with the ladies? Come on, dude. Who am I trying to look good for? No one. Who are you trying to look good for? Yourself? Other men? Because I go to the gym and that's the only people that compliment me. In fact, all I get from men is, you intimidating. You've overdone it. Gone a little bit too far. Okay. I'm going to bed. Just know people are starting to listen to you, what you're saying. Don't ever change. I don't plan to. 5 years of changing myself for others and trying to conform and realizing that I'm dead inside and I'm angry. And maybe I should go back to who I really am. That maybe there's nothing wrong with who I am. It's just people from the outside want me to be like them, want me to be a cookie cutter. And I'm not a cookie cutter. I'm not cut from the same cloth. I had so much more attention. I had a beer gut at 19. Brutal. Now I'm considered too skinny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. It doesn't matter. Do things for yourself, right? The intrinsic values of whatever you decide to do is what matters most. It's what's going to prevail in the coming years, as you will be probably a NEET, isolated, TFL, whatever. And if you can't deal with coming up with your own routine, if you can't find things that interest you and stick with it, then I don't know how you're going to continue to want to live, okay? Because everyone's telling me that I shouldn't have these thoughts of roping, of exiting. I'm too talented, I'm too good looking, I'm too, I've got this great channel and people are finally starting to listen. Well, all copes run their course, and without relationships, without a community, without a greater vision, these things really do run their course. They really do, man. And you can't keep going on forever because you have to have a reason outside yourself to do so. I'm not selfish. I'm not a narc. I'm not a Machiavellian maxing. I'm not trying to, become a king and dominate like freaking like some dictator or something. I'm just a regular guy that couldn't get the bare requisites to be happy or fulfilled. And so I've tried every cope under the sun. They've run their course, and outside of being a vagabond and drifting about until I die, I don't really know what else to do, man. Maybe you could write a book about your life. Yeah, you know what? That's what this channel is. People can see it firsthand if they care. I don't have really no desire to write anything about my life. No one would read it. No one would listen. I don't care. Oh man, I'm an Amazon top seller. I've got a top selling novel. Again, I'll leave my manifesto, my philosophy before I check out. Again, I'm giving it another year, guys. Don't think I'm going anywhere quite yet. You still get to see this ugly mug. Oh man, we connected. The title, Charge Back of the 500. King No Leader, yeah. Saving for an RV or van. Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Again, I'm appreciative of all the donations, and I want you guys to know that I've been spending them on coffee. I've spent them on all the things I listed before. Essentials, right? Deodorant, toothpaste, a towel. Maybe I'll get some new shoes, like some water shoes or something. Just some other cheap footwear that's kind of waterproof. I could use it for that. Yeah, maybe I'll get a bike. And that'll help me hoof it along, because like I said, I had to ditch the bike that I did have. So maybe I can go to Walmart and get one of their road bikes and get a rack and put my stuff on it and start biking again. So I would still like to talk to you, Developer Dave. But yeah, that's probably what I'd use the funds for, is I would get a bike and I'd outfit it again and I would start traveling, because I don't want to be in the city, man. I don't want to just live this Groundhog's Day type subsistence where I'm reading books I've never read before, filling my mind with things just for the hell of it, just because I can, because I got nothing better to do. And then come on here and just make videos about kind of some of the same things I've been saying time and time again, right? Just reiterating the same things you guys all know. Maybe you haven't experienced yet, but you all know. Oh, I'd read it. Yeah, again, who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll write something. But look at The Bushido, written by that one Ronin Samurai. It took him like 20 years to write that, as he's like in a cave and walking around aimlessly from town to town. It took him 20 years to write a book, because it wasn't his focus or his intent. So I don't know, it could take me a while. It's not something I'm just going to sit down and be like, you know what, guys, I got to write a book. I'm not Aaron Clarey. You have a portable charger? I do. Very smart. Yes, I have I think it's a 20,000 watt portable charger. I charge it every single day here, and it charges my headlamp. It charges the earbuds that I have, and it charges my phone from time to time when I take it off of high power saving mode. Look up the best shoes on the Zon. They got some good waterproofs. Yeah, no, I used to get the Salamanders, the Solomons. Yep, so I'll probably get the Solomons again. Those were around $200. They're pricey, but I would hike all over the place with them and go and submerge them in water and whatnot. And I'd get probably about 2 years out of the Solomons every single time. So if I do get shoes, which I probably will, the Solomons will be what I go with, because from what I found, they're the best shoes. And I don't like ankle, or the ones that go to the ankle. They have to be like basic runner shoes, because otherwise, like, I'll twist my ankle or whatever. So I don't know, $200 for a good pair of shoes. I spent $300 on this bag. I spent $150 on my tent. I spent $3 on my sleeping bag, right? I mean, I don't just go cheap. I'm not just getting cheap, crappy stuff that's gonna break on me. It needs to last. I spent like, $50 on my rocket stove, my titanium portable rocket stove. I try to go for quality. I'm not going for broke here. I want to make sure that everything lasts. But I seriously hope the stars align in your favor. The question you have to ask is, can you really appreciate stability after vagabonding? I ask, would I even be thankful if I got a job tomorrow? I won't. That's just why I'm being serious. I'm not gonna work ever again. I have no desire, because the jobs on offer are not.
It's all. There was one time.
They're just slavery. That's all it is. You're just a mindless drone. You're interchangeable. You're accessing the marketplace. It's not worth it to me. I have the ability for more, and I have done the work. I've been in the job market for 10 years. I've been in the trade 7. I've spent over $4,000 in tools that I have sitting in storage somewhere that I can't touch. I bought, I had insurance to become a small business owner and stuff, and go on jobs and be presentable. I had business cards, and I could never get off the ground. I tried, man. I gave it my best shot, but I have no desire to go back to school and try again. Not after 10 years. Not after doing the work. Fuck that, man. Yeah, you're right. My job is laying me off in 20 days. Yeah. No, dude. My dad is a electrical engineer for the government, and he's constantly, every 6 months, having work reviews, and they're telling him, yeah, you could lose your job unless you get the certification. You could lose your job unless, you meet the quota. This guy's been working there for 25 years. He's the best guy they have. He's got more experience, and he's still going to lose his job. There's no security. He's having to go from working 40 hours a week to 60 to 70 to 80 to 40 to 50, having to not take vacations. I mean, the guy was so stressed, and he's the guy who's telling me, you need to get a career. You need to get a career. As I'm seeing firsthand what it's doing to him. Come on, man. Do you plan to purchase wool clothing? Yes, I will get wool socks. I have a wool sweatshirt that I wear all the time. It's very breathable. I have, other than wool socks and a wool sweatshirt, I mean, I'm not going anywhere that's super cold. I'm not going up north, man. Fuck that. I'm going to stay by the coast. All my friends are slowly losing their jobs. Yep. Get a cert to lose your job. What a joke. Yep. And he would have to pay money for these certifications, because he's having to get computer programs in order to actually program these chips, these microchips and stuff. So he's having to shell out $500 to $10,000, and then spend, on top of his 60-hour work week, another 20 hours at home learning stuff and getting good and familiar with these programs, because it's becoming ever digitalized. Even though he came up into the ranks learning soldering, learning how to actually fix and develop microchips. What the fuck? Now everything's being done on a computer. So, no, man, I saw the direction of it from an early on age, and I have no interest. No interest. People care about you. Please remember that. I do know that. I know that, but it's just words, man. It's just words. You know, physical affection and intimacy is important to a man. It's not necessarily sexual. I posted in my community tab that the last girlfriend I had, I would find myself hugging her for like 10 minutes straight. I just wouldn't let go because it felt so good to actually have someone hold you. Okay? I'd like, you know, I'm not gonna get like explicit or whatever, but like, yeah, you know, like the physical, being so starved of physical attention of any kind, especially from my mother. My mother wouldn't hug me. I'd hug her leg when I was young, and then when I was older, I'd never get any hugs. She was cold as fuck. And you find out, like, I didn't know how starved I was and how good it felt to have some kind of physical affection until I had my first girlfriend at, like, you know, 24. You guys gotta understand, I've been an autistic weirdo my entire life. Wow, you look good. It doesn't mean anything, dude. I wasn't socialized. I was a reject. I was a weirdo most of my life. There is something about a woman's touch. You like Cali? It's all right, man. As long as you stay away from the city and you don't go near the NIGs and whatnot, you're gonna be fine. Yeah. But yeah, no, homelessness, the drug epidemic is no joke out here. It's got to be just as bad out here as it is in Oregon, as it is in Ohio, as it is in New York City, Rhode Island, whatever. You got abused as a kid, I feel you. Yeah, no, that'll do it to you too. You'll find yourself being like kind of standoffish and not trusting people at an early on age. That definitely screws you over in school too, especially when no one else is going through that kind of stuff. So instantly you're being seen and perceived by everyone else as like some kind of weirdo. There's something wrong with you. You're being judged and treated differently. And that'll carry through the rest of your life, man. If your upbringing is shot, like, you can't really change it when you're older. Your upbringing is more important than people want to give credence to. Hello. I like that surplus, man. Did you ever see Hobe Stobe? He was the original hobo YouTuber 8 years since his passing. No, I didn't. Hey, Oregon is 100 times better than Cali. It depends on where you go. I'm not going to go to Portland. But yeah, no, there's an area in Oregon I want to see. It's called Fly Geyser. Always want to check that out. The Ventura Beach is good. I'm in North Cal. Yep, that's where I'm at. But yeah, no, it might be time to grab a bike and start heading either down the coast or up towards, you know, Arizona, Oregon, and kind of do stuff like that. What I was initially going to do with the bike the first time, right? When I got picked up by the gay, I made my way to PA, and then I was going to be in Ohio. But the problem was it was going to take me 2 months of biking, and my knee started acting up. My knee was like killing me, and I wasn't really prepared because at that time all my stuff got burned up. So I had to start from, all I had was a sleeping bag and a tarp and my rocket stove and like some clothes, and that was it. This time I'm prepared, and I can probably do it a lot better this time. So I don't know, maybe that's what we'll do now that we got some funds. It beats walking. It beats walking, dude. Fucking walking, man. I don't want to do that crap. I think North Cal is a bit better and more laid back than Southern. It is. Yep, it's definitely a lot more laid back. I mean, really, no one talks to me, no one confronts me, no one gives me any crap. It's very surprising. People are, yeah, they're kind of just minding their own business. They're in their own little world, and it's so, you know, being homeless is so normal out here that they don't even like think twice about it. Glad you left the gay earlier than you said you were gonna go. Yeah, well, I had to make sure that I got my last paycheck so I could actually head out of there. It was either I get an Amtrak bus ticket on out of there, or my friend was finally gonna be able to pick me up, which he did just in the nick of time. Would they let you crash at Laguna Beach or Malibu or some ritzy place? I mean, I don't want to go on the beach. It's not really worth it to go to the beach. It's better to stay like in the woods, being serious. You don't want to be like seen, visible in public. It's not worth it. Even out in the city, I mean, you'll see people sleeping on cardboard and stuff, but they constantly have to keep their valuables on them, and they're constantly getting stuff stolen from them, either at knife point or broken bottle point, or like they get beaten up in the middle of the night or whatever. I mean, all sorts of crazy stuff happens out in the open, so you don't want to be out in the open. Yeah, beaches are full of needles. Not the good clean beaches. Oh, yeah, man, that's a 2-hour stream. Crazy. Who would have thought? Girl tried talking to me, though. Was she cute? She was an Asian, like some hag, 35-year-old who had to put on a ton of makeup in order to look somewhat presentable. I'm not interested. I'd much rather some woman, like, have, like, a few blemishes on her face, the bags under her eyes, and not have any makeup on at all, than, trying to fake it and cover it up. Yeah, a lot of the Asians out here are fat. They're freaking, big gulp maxed. Got the big gulp in their hand, the donut in the other. Not attractive. Doesn't look good on them, the chipmunk cheeks. If I'm laid off, I'm soloing to the Philippines. Alright, good luck, dude. You're probably going to be finding a few lady men. You're probably going to get too drunk one night and get surprised when you find a cock in your hand the next morning. It's been inconspicuous, easy, or difficult. It's easy at nighttime. It's very difficult during the daytime, especially if you've got a backpack on. I mean, if you've got a big backpack on like myself, there's no way you're ever going to be inconspicuous. If you've got the best way to be inconspicuous traveling on the road is with a bike, with the pannier bag. It's like the only way, because you can always say that, oh, I'm just cross country biking, and people will never think anything else. If I just had this bag, I could just say that, oh, I'm just backpacking. But now that I've got both of these bags, yeah, it's pretty difficult to say that I'm just backpacking. It's pretty obvious I'm doing a little bit more than that. I'll be 28 on Sunday, on my way to becoming a wizard. There you go. Well, probably better that way, man. Heartbreak is one of the worst things you can go through. After like a few months in a relationship, I got my heart broken, and it took me about the next few months to recover from that. Pretty terrible. Becoming emotionally vulnerable and allowing yourself to have hope and dream and aspire to a future with somebody, to have that rug pulled. Probably one of the worst things you could ever do to someone. More bounce to the ounce. You're missing out on the chubby Asians. Ugh, God, fucking chubby people, man. I hate fat. There's a reason why I hate fat, because my dad died of obesity. A lot of the people in my family, on my dad's side, have died from obesity and diabetes and stuff related to overindulgence in food. So when it comes to fat, I have a real reason not to like it, and I won't put up with it at all. That's why I look the way I do. It's why I keep myself in shape. And yeah, I know my metabolism certainly helps, but if I were to not cut back and do some dieting every once in a while, some crash dieting, I would put a gut on for sure. Obesity is revolting. It is unhygienic, 100%. Yeah, no, we've gotten to a point where you can't judge, and you can't be disgusted, and you can't be repulsed, and you can't have standards, and I'm fuck that, dude. If that's what it means, if that's gonna make you alone, then I mean, good. I'd rather be alone, because I'm not gonna put up with stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness, you gotta have a partner that smells because they don't want to take a shower. Really? You gotta have a partner that doesn't care about their health, and you gotta put up with that. I don't think so. You gotta put up with just all manner of degeneracy. I don't think so. If you can't have that, if you can't have standards upheld in your own relationship, then is that really something you want? If you can't grow together, I thought that's what a relationship was: two people growing together. That's what a family was, a unit, right? A family unit. I thought that's what a company was. And again, I'm being idealistic, but kind of have to be if you want to see change. Or if you want to see the pitfalls all around you, you want to see the ever-decaying reality all around you. Do you wish you just had someone else to watch your back out there, or you just prefer to work alone? I prefer to work alone because really no one is as prepared as I am. No one is going to do the amount of research and be willing to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done like I am. Just is what it is. No one's really had my back. I've always had theirs. Come up north. Fuck you, dude. I'm not coming up north. Not with the snowstorm up there right now. Come on, dude. It's freezing. Why do you think I came down here? It's too cold up there. I have a really big head genetically, so I'm attracted to girls a little bit. Okay, dude. I'm not going to sit here and talk about females. I don't care. I trust no one. Good. Yep. Old biker gangs used to have that on there, right? Trust no one. Stamped on the side of their jacket. It's a good way to live. Trust is earned, it's not given. Respect is earned, it's not given. What's your battery at? Let's see. 18%. It's getting low, guys. Trust in others is a luxury in this age. 100%. Especially since if you trust them, it's only going to be a way for them to get more out of you, right? You know, people will certainly play a good little game. They'll give you the coy little smile. They'll put up a good front for a while as long as they're getting something from you. But as soon as circumstances change on your end, they're gone. They switch up. Just is what it is, especially in this generation. Yeah, homeless woman froze to death in my city. Yeah, it's 58 degrees in Oregon. Yeah, and it's about, I don't know, like 60 or whatever here during the daytime. It's been really sunny. The rain hasn't been bad at all. Hasn't rained in a couple days, and since after that, it didn't rain for like 2 weeks. Big head Somali maxing. Do you use a power bank usually? I will be using a power bank after this stream for sure to get this thing back up to life, so I can play my little matching game. Woo! My little Sudoku, cause fuck else is there to do? Maybe I'll play my Plants vs Zombies 2. Oh yeah, yep. I'm short. Okay. Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks when you're in this community and you still focus on women. They're not focused on you. They don't care about you. They've moved on. They've adapted. They're opportunists, and you got nothing that they want. It really is true that the men are the true the romantics, right? They love women, and women never really loved men. They have to be told by their mom. They have to be taught it in school, and other women around them have to, fortify and support it, and the culture has to like advertise it and support it. And if this trifecta is not present, women really don't like you as a man. They really do not give a crap. Yeah, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. I played those games so much; they're so boring now. Never depend on women. No, don't. They don't want it anyways, right? They want you to be about your own thing. As much as they want to say, "Oh, give me attention, spend your time with me," they don't want you around, dude. They want you doing your own thing, and then you come around from time to time to, get your needs met, and give them some money, and then to leave again. Do your thing. That's how it's supposed to be, but it's a fucked up world we live in. I mean, I hear it all the time on the subway. Oh my goodness, I just had to dump this guy because he's been texting me too much. Yeah, I don't understand what it is with guys. Like they won't stop texting me. Like they want to spend all their time with me. Like, just leave me alone. Get a life. Have friends. They don't get it. They don't realize. This is by design, man. This is systemic. It's not just the sex drive mismatch, because if you go back in time, men actually had like a purpose. They were a part of something bigger than themselves. Maybe they went off to war. Maybe they were scholastically inclined. Maybe they had a trade or whatever that took up a good amount of their time. Right? They were away more often than they were home, and when they were home, they were just doing the bare duties around the house. The eating the food that the wife made, maybe, pounding her a little bit, spending some time with the kiddos, going to bed, and then going back to work, okay? Going back to being a pinnacle in their community, okay? Don't look at modern day and try to compare it to how things should be or were back in the day. That's where people get wrong, is this little bubble, this annal of history is what people base everything off of. This is a fucked up time to be alive. It's a perversion of the natural order. My advice is to surviving on the street. I'm not on the street, dude. Listen to the stream. I'm not on the street. Most guys have few or no friends now. Can't trust anyone anymore. Yep, and that's why they depend so much on family. They depend so much on relationships at work, or they try to, if they do get a girlfriend, they spend all the time with them, even though it's not natural, it's not normal, it's not how things should be working. And women are privy to this, but they can't vocalize it, right? So like they get like the ick by it, you know, they dump ya, they go online, they say, oh, men are too, attached, they're too clingy, and they're losers, and they don't have anything going for them because they're plugged into how things are supposed to be, but they really don't know why. Where are you located? I have some female friends that would find you cute. Okay. You're getting blocked, buddy. I'm so sick and tired of you constantly asking where I am. Retard. Oh, plug it in, bro. Tell me where you are. Fucking weirdo. Neo Dark Ages. Yeah, no, I mean, how could a woman ever understand what a man has to go through? You know, his struggles nowadays with having no friends, with having to be chronically online, with getting no respect or dignity at work or in your own family. How could they ever understand? And yet they're the talking heads. They're the ones in authority. They're the ones trying to, especially now in the army or like any area in the white collar, they're the ones telling you what to do. They're the ones in the psychiatry field trying to tell you, oh, this is what you need to do to be better. This is how you can fix your life. Come on, man. What a perversion. Looked at a car today. A guy moved out here with his GF to start a family, promptly dumped him because she got bored. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's not bad, to be honest. All right, I don't know what you're saying. King James Version of the Bible. Have you read it? I have. I believe it's called the authoritative version. Someone came out and called it the King James Version because it was initially dedicated to King James, but it was initially the authoritative version. It's what should be. It's where all the other modern perversions have stemmed from. The initial Nestle's text, found only in the original Greek of the King James. So yes, that's the go-to Bible if you want to know the truth. Work with 90% women, it sucks. Yes, it does. Yeah, I don't know, man. Getting tapped out. I want to get on this transit and go to bed soon. Get my 10 to 12 hours of sleep. Wake it up and do it all over again. Drink my McDonald's coffee. My brown sludge. Shit my brains out in the toilet 3 hours later. Play my stupid little phone games and think about how am I going to get through another day. Get pulled in the HR for saying a 4-letter word, never guess what gender. Never guess what ethnicity either. Nightman, oh yeah. Night Rider, 10 to 12 is a lot. What are you doing that taxes your body so much? Having nothing better to do than to go to sleep. I just go to bed, right? I mean, it takes me a while to go to sleep because of all the noises, and you got to understand that because there's like weird people coming through the park in the middle of the night or whatever, and there's cars making weird noises, sometimes I get awoken in the middle of the night. So I'm not really getting this isn't a good quality 10 to 12 hours of sleep. It's possible I'm only getting a good quality 6 to 8 hours of sleep. But I am definitely laying on that mattress for 10 to 12 hours, 100%. Rolling around as I do, struggling to get comfy, struggling to stay warm. You don't have to show anything. Some guys were reading verses out loud from the modern Bible couldn't believe how much the language. Yeah, it's simplified for the retard and it's diluted. Words like effeminate, words like abomination in terms of labeling fags and gays as abominations, that's out of there. It's become very inclusive. I mean, there's more versions under the sun. I mean, they came out with a Lego Bible. I mean, come on, dude. Came out with like the animated Bible. It's just stupid, man. It's all just, a money grab, a cash grab. People aren't really interested in what was said, what the original texts have to say. I am forced to exist because my mom wanted to have fun. Exactly. Yep. And you can blame your mom. You have every right to be bitter towards your mom and your dad. More importantly, your dad, because your dad, knocked her up. But your mom was a whore too. So sleep is a godsend. Absolutely. People that can't dream, people that are addicted to weed so that they can cope during the day, but are now stripped from the ability to have vivid and meaningful dreams at night and a good REM sleep. Yeah, they're doing themselves a disservice. Getting off weed was one of the best things I ever did. Sleep is godsend. Ask for senior coffee at McDonald's at 70 cents. Used to be 50. Yeah, but I'm not a senior. You make new accounts on the McDonald's app, you get a free double cheeseburger. I'm alright. I don't really eat their food. I just drink their coffee. That's all I do. I drink their coffee. I put 5 creams in there. Oh yeah, I really make sure they milk the cow for me. And drink it. It's nice and warm. I enjoy it. Nice little beverage. One of the last copes I enjoy. That and a pistachio gelato. That's about it, guys. Oh, jeez, man. Holy. Oh my gosh. Almost just blew my eardrum with that one. God. Whoo. I hate Carfax, man. I really do. Car copers, fucking exhaust cells. You don't have to be a senior. You do have to be a senior, though. You do. I don't know. We'll see. I don't do it through the app. I just go in there and I buy it. So it is what it is. I wake up to these car guys at 3 a.m. Yep, that's what I get to hear. I hear it from 9 to 12 p.m. and then sometimes I hear it at 3 a.m. too. So I'm awoken at least 3 or 4 times by crap like that in the middle of the night. Or some random drug addict or some random tweaker or girls gaggling and giggling as they're walking by. Just stuff like that. Have you ever been robbed? I have not, no. But I'm always ready. Got a buck knife and I got a titanium rod at my disposal whenever. I'm also a very intimidating dude. Okay, I don't smile. I look like this in public. Okay, and I stare people down. I stare them right into the eyes. I don't look down. I don't look away when they look at me in the eyes. I make sure that they know that I'm about business. You want to fuck with me? Let's go. I'm not fucking around. I got nothing to lose. I make that very clear. Okay, it's intimidation, especially when you're around niggas. They can sense. They know if you're going to be that kind of guy that's going to comply. If you're that kind of guy that's going to be full of fear. They can smell it. And it ain't me. You have to ask for it. It's not in the app or kiosk. Okay, well, I'm not a senior. So what makes you think that they're going to give me a senior? You're just wasting my time, big boss. I don't know why you keep going on about the stupid senior coffee when I'm not fucking 50 years old, dude. You think your tea has gone up since being homeless? No, I think it's actually kind of stabilized. It hasn't gone up or gone down. I really have hardly any libido. Energy is not really there. No, I think I've just kind of like leveled off and hit baseline. Yeah, a guy with nothing to lose is the most dangerous thing, 100%, and they most certainly can sense it. I do believe that people can sense energy, that they can sense motive, and being as I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin more often than not, no one fucks with me. I mean, I don't say that out of like, oh man, like I'm looking for it. It's like, no, it's because it's very obvious and evident. I'm a single guy walking around with a bag. Not looking at people. I'm moving in an orderly manner. Who's really gonna start anything with me? You gotta think, like, people are looking for easy targets. You're in survivor mode. Yeah, I am in survivor mode. I got nothing to lose. I make that very clear. I made a video on here, right? It's I got threatened with violence by whites. Okay, and as I got cornered by 2 whites, I thrust up into action. I jump up, okay, and I look at them right in the eyes and I tell them straight up, man, I got nothing to lose. So if you want to go, let's go. I got nothing to fucking lose, dude. Look at me. I'm in this position. You guys know that I'm destitute. I'm living in the woods out of a freaking hammock. You think I got anything to lose? You think I give a lick? Come on, dude. I'd love to go. I'd love to tussle. right? And I got really energized and animated, and they saw that, and they stepped back, and they fucked right on off. Do you eat inside the stores? Hit up the Walmart and do that? There's no Walmarts near me. There's like, what is it? Fuck, what the hell? Trader Joe's. So I like hide my stuff in a bush nearby, or like some place that I can nearby, and then I walk right in, without the bag. Can't really walk in with a bag, man. It's not going to work out for you, especially with the bags I got. So no, I make sure to hide the stuff away nearby at nighttime, and I get what I need to get, and I get out. That's it. Get on, get. Abundance mindset, bros. No, just just like don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with confidence. It's about literally not giving a fuck. Being completely ready to throw down if need be. That's where I'm at. Ever got sick while homeless? Really terrible? No, because my immune system is on overdrive. Right? If it wasn't for my parents, I'd be you right now. It's a cruel world. Sorry. Yeah, no. And then a lot of people that are honest can attest to the same thing. If you really are going to sit here and be like, oh, I'd never be homeless, man. I'd never be in your position. I'm too good for that. Your IQ must be low. You must not have prepared enough. You must not want it bad enough. You must not want to work. I mean, people that say this kind of stuff are intellectually dysgenic or dishonest. My bad. Well, probably dysgenic too. Whoops. Same with me. Yeah, no, and again, that's just something I try to do. I try to be honest and transparent. I had a chip on my shoulder. I'll be honest. When I was living in the woods earlier on in the channel's inception, I had this idea that I'm an alpha male. I'm gonna crack slip, and I'm better than everybody. It's like, no, I just I was born looking a certain way. I was given a certain mind. I've tried things that other people haven't. I speak from experience, and I am very vocal about that kind of stuff. And I do judge those that don't speak from experience, but just read articles or play telephone and then want to sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're not that guy or whatever. It's like, dude, you read an article. You're in the sphere because you couldn't get a woman, and you're depressed and you're sad, and you want to sit there and compare yourself to me or other people in this community. And I'll call that kind of crap out because I think it's ridiculous. But no, by no means am I better than anyone. Very unfortunate, very unlucky. I wish things could have been different. They're not. And so moving forward, I got no ego, and I'm just going to be honest and transparent about things moving forward. About 5% on the battery. I'm going to start clocking out. I'm going to read the rest of these comments, and that'll be the end of it until the phone dies. Worked for a decade, never came close to moving out. Now if I'm getting laid off, no. I don't know how you can do it. Sleep in your vehicles. Now as homeless, I go very deep off grid. Yeah, I don't have the ability to. There's no deep off grid in the area that I'm staying. I have earplugs though. Earplugs are nice. Being an alpha takes too much energy. Tired of trying to prove myself to others. Yeah, you gotta be the part, right? Oh, look at me. Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid, man. It's a waste of time. I don't really want to talk that much. Thanks for the live stream. Sure, man. I'm glad so many people checked in. It's kind of crazy. I didn't even have to advertise. It just, hey guys, here we go. Moving to Texas in a little over a week for a job building barns and helping with rodeos. I might be walking into a situation of indentured slavery but either way, it may be an adventure. Yeah, make the most of it. Yeah, great live stream. Yeah, this is kind of where I thrive, man. I don't really thrive making videos, just kind of going off the dome. It's better interacting with others. I think that's normal, right? We're social creatures. We like back and forth. We like banter. Peace, man. Good luck. Be safe. Nice feeling less alone. It is. Yeah. No, this kind of stuff gives me a little bit of energy. It's nice to interact with you guys. It's nice not to have to come up with stuff all the time. So, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Peace.